Hello and welcome to Packer Outright Opinions with Hey Fan Bros.
How could you?
Oh,
What is wrong with you? After you
With-
hear a song like that, the greatest song ever written in the history of all time, and then you go, "Hello, Packer, bro. What are you? What are you? The sideline scoop guy?"
I
Oops.
don't,
I mean, did I say that? Oh, I
I
gotta
don't know,
watch it. I gotta
guys.
watch it.
I mean, the Packers won the last game, and so I think we're doing pretty well. But I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm just
Dude,
trying to
stop it.
get more views like all the other people, so we got to be like the other people. Award-winning journalist and that guy
Santa,
over there. and, your seasonal Santa in Rochester, Minnesota.
brown hair, white beard. Makes no damn sense. People are like, "Do you dye your hair?" No, I'm just old. My
Just
chest hair is white too.
All right. Well, today, welcome in, whoever shows up. Appreciate you. We saw Packer fan 1993, ready to rock and roll. Says, "Hey y'all, hi y'all. Sorry, hi all. Jeez, I'm getting all y'all from David down south all the time, and I'm sorry about
better
putting
cut
that in
that out.
everything. My apologies. My apologies. Just watch. He's listening to the show. I know. Poor sideline scoop.
See,
Hey,
there's the hey, there's your
There's
hey,
hey
y'all.
y'all. David. All right, how's that going? Okay. And hi, Packer fan 1993, and David, and mom and dad, and anybody else who comes in. Look, we got big news, not breaking, but big news.
Breaking.
I don't think this really happens. I think this is the one of the best things for the whole Packer season, to be honest with you. I don't think this happened on any other team that I'm aware of. Tell me if I'm incorrect, any NFL fan out there. But is there ever been a team that had the same nominee for Walter Payton Man of the Year as any previous year? And now we have it back-to-back years, Aaron Jones. The Packers,
I don't know, but he better freaking win it this year.
Yes,
That was bullcrap.
absolutely.
He didn't win it last year.
He's always he should win Walter Payton Man of the Year every year. But anyway, I'm just saying, he should have won last year. He didn't because they gave it to the old guy who was retiring, right? All that stuff.
Right.
Great.
And
Congratulations.
he was a Super Bowl in the Super Bowl.
I get it, but Aaron Jones is still the Walter Payton Man of the Year all the time. He's like the best dude ever. So
Aaron Jones is not going to be in the Super Bowl. I can tell you that.
Well, right. And they want to have some Packer win some award at the NFL honors.
Unless for some reason Jordan Love starts playing, then we might make it.
So anyway, I think it's an awesome thing, and he definitely should win it this year. And maybe that's a statement by his team and organization that said, "Look, he should have won it last year. We're nominating him again because he's that awesome."
That's exactly what it is. It's them saying, "Get it right, NFL.
Yeah, right.
Get it right."
100%. Watcher 22. Good evening, guys. Hey, how you doing? Great night for chill. Gotcha. Chili. I'm sorry. God, I can't read tonight.
You know, that is weird. Watcher 22. When we were growing up, our dad had to make dinner every Wednesday night because that was the rule of the family. I don't know. Mom was like, "Dad, you're making dinner on Wednesday nights.
One night a week."
Yep. And then Fridays, we'd always eat out from somewhere, and we get chicken, except for me. I'd have a TV dinner because I hated chicken. I'd just eat some crap because I didn't want damn chicken. But anyways, every Wednesday night, Dad made the same crap. It was either his classic casserole or his Wild Man chili. So that's interesting. It's Wednesday night,
and they basically were very similar. They were almost the same, right? Except one just had a little more tomato juice in it.
Right.
But
one was
all the same.
One was chili. The other one was casserole, but it was all the same ingredients. It just depended on whether we had noodles that night, more noodles that night, or just not less noodles. Then we just went with the chili.
All right. Watcher 22 says, "Congratulations on the Fickell head coach of the Badgers." Hey, everybody's excited about it. He's supposed to be a big, I know, Ben, you don't know college. I
don't care or no, don't care.
So thing is, he's supposed to be a big time recruiter. So that's what the Badgers have lacked, getting the big time recruits. And so that's why they think they could put him over the top with this dude, Mr. Fickell. So there you go. Leonard apparently is leaving. Will he be the new defensive coordinator for Green Bay? I don't know. But he says he's leaving the Badgers after the bowl game. So we'll see. They tried to offer it to him last time, and he stayed with the Badgers. Now the Badgers kind of screwed him over. So maybe this time he will go to the Packers.
Yeah, he stayed with the Badgers because he thought he was next in line. Oh, Dad says his stuff was good. We're not saying it wasn't good, Dad.
It was always good. We're just saying it was basically
the same ingredients. That's all. Same ingredients. The only difference was a little bit more water for the chili, and then there you go. But either way, it was good. We liked it. We're not saying we didn't like it. Come on. But as far as Leonard to the, I don't know.
Well, this could be a blessing in disguise. The Badgers may have helped the Packers out. Maybe they get him as coordinator, and
or maybe Joe Barry's never gets canned and he's back next year. And we can watch guys play 10 yards off all night long.
Joe Barry is out. You know he's
not out.
When his head coach talks about all the time how I'd really like to see those guys be more aggressive and play tighter and do this and that, and then they don't. Like, I mean, come on. Oh, but has there been any thought of replacing somebody? And well, no, we wouldn't ever think of things like that in the season. And okay, fine.
Are we going?
You know what that attitude? We'll you know what defense. That attitude gets you? That attitude gets you continual losses, and you lose a season because you don't have the cojones to make a change when you need to make a change.
Cojones.
It's just like Amari Rodgers. I keep putting him out there at punt returner when you had this other dude on your team this whole damn time. Well, look at what he does on kick returns and punt returns. He's finally doing something. Right?
Is cojones, is that like mayonnaise?
No, that's like Spanish for, man parts.
Oh, Big Sakia. Gotcha.
So we spent all the money on the special teams coach, but we kept putting Amari Rodgers where he shouldn't have been. And I still think he should be on the team, and he wouldn't have been cut if they hadn't put him at punt returner this year, and he'd still be on the team as a receiver, and I'd be okay with that because I think he could do some stuff with Jordan Love. Anyway, point is, you got to make changes when stuff ain't working, even though Aaron Rodgers says, well, I'm not going to change. I mean, if it's good enough when we're 3-1, it's got to be good enough when we're 3-8. No, it's not good enough. Aaron Rodgers, you changed some shit.
Okay, quit changing the freaking thing. We're going to defense.
All right, what are we doing right now? Sorry.
Can you see my big yellow arrow?
Some of it's on the players. You're correct, David. Players are passive. Yeah, I see your huge arrow. You got a huge arrow. Congratulations.
Sweet. Are you sharing this or what?
Yeah, it's up there.
We're talking defense. We're talking defense. We got some good. We got some bad. Let's watch this play first. I believe this is
okay.
Are you ready?
I am ready. I'm ready.
Okay, well, you keep talking. I don't know what's going on. You got Rasul Douglas right here. Watch Rasul Douglas looking here at the quarterback. I got it in slow motion. Watch him looking here at the quarterback. And as soon as the arm goes, he's before the arm even goes, Rasul goes and makes the tackle. Oh my gosh. So beautiful.
That's nice. That's nice.
So beautiful. Okay, I gotta hide that. Yeah.
Did anyone else notice there's like way too much Jonathan Garvin in this game? What the hell was with that? I didn't get it.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jonathan Garvin. But
why? What is going on with that?
I don't know, so that he can
look at that effort.
Hey. Look at Keyshawn Nixon run over there to help out. And Rudy Ford. Wow. What a coincidence. Rudy Ford and Keyshawn Nixon over there to help Rasul Douglas. Why are those three guys on the same side of the field? All right. Now, okay, heads up. Just so you know, there's going to be some weird green flashes. It was not from my computer. It's from, for some reason, the NFL Network or the NFL whatever.
Yeah, it's part of the Packer package, green and gold. They give you some green flashes.
This is a play you want to watch. Justin Hollins is going to get some pressure on this side. You're also going to see Jaron Reed coming up the gut with Kenny Clark. It's going to force Justin Fields to the outside. And this is the Quay Walker runs him down to the sideline. And it's a beautiful, beautiful play. These are back-to-back plays. And the first one was on first down. This one's on second down. Ooh, that green is weird. Okay. But you're looking here. Look at there. Here's Quay Walker right here. Chasing down Justin Fields right here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Nice. Second down. Now it's third and long. Right?
I get what this is. This is the Hulk video. This is like the Hulk version of the defense here.
That's well, it's gonna make you mad in a second. So yes, or angry, I guess.
Why was Jonathan Garvin on the field so much? I do not get it.
I don't know.
He's just a nothing. He's like nothing.
Look at Hollins pushing.
I like Hollins. He's all of a sudden our second best edge guy.
Yeah,
Kenny Clark getting handled,
slows him down. And who's this guy running fast? Who is this? Well, it's Hollins. Okay,
yeah. Pursuit.
Fast guys there.
Look at Quay Walker. Look kind of fast.
So we got a great play by Rasul. We got a nice play by a couple of defensive linemen with Quay Walker. And now we got the problem. Okay. This is the problem with this defense, everybody. Okay. We just saw guys making plays, guys being aggressive, we had the good coverage on that last play, which forced Justin Fields out of the pocket, right? And the defense did a good job of collapsing the pocket, but not giving him a lane to run up through the middle, right? Good. And then on 3rd and long, of course, what do? We blitz. We send 5 guys, which is stupid, which we talked about in the past. Either send 4 or send 6. But if you send 5, it's dumb. They send 5. And if you look on the top of the screen here, you got a receiver here. You got a receiver here. You got running back, tight end, wide receiver. In the back, you've got corner, 2 deep safeties, Nixon. You got Campbell, and then Quay Walker is running around over here somewhere. He's going to blitz. But here's the problem. You're going to watch the tight end move in motion. So you're going to see right here, this tight end's going to move in motion over to this side of the field, which is going to put only 2 possible receivers. Oh, he doesn't move in motion. He just clicks. Oh, yeah, that's right. He sneaks out. And look at this right here. See this right here? You see this right here?
What is he looking at?
That's our veteran linebacker who we paid a bunch of money for. Now, I'm telling you, this is 3rd down and long. 3rd down.
Might want to cover somebody.
3rd down and long.
Mm-hmm.
You got 3 guys over here. Quay Walker goes with the running back right here. They're playing a zone. Nobody is looking over here. Nobody. All I know is when you play and I understand they're probably worried about Justin Fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you're playing a zone, don't you have to also realize where the receivers are when they're on your side of the field?
Yeah, you're supposed to cut. You're covering people in that zone. When they come into that zone, you cover them like it's man, but only in a certain area. And then it goes to the next zone. You let them go.
And not only that, what play? Actually, they only did send 4.
He's a rookie still learning. Are you talking about Devondre Campbell?
Devondre Campbell is not a rookie still learning.
I think that's sarcasm.
Devondre Campbell.
Probably not.
and that's not just. That wasn't just a big gain. That was a humongous 20-some yard gain on 3rd and 10.
Look at that great tackling at the end by Amos and him. I mean,
they
just really look like.
Look at the disgust. Here, hold on. Let's take a look at Quay Walker one more time.
I see it.
Look at the disgust. This is a guy coming from the greatest defense in the history of college football, right? Look at the disgust on Quay Walker's face over here when he comes over here. Right here. Or just his helmet. Watch his head. Look at him. He's like, Jesus, piss. You got to be kidding me.
It's like we had those guys. We made 2 great plays, and then we give up that trash.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we thought.
So is that Joe Barry's fault? Is it Joe Barry's fault?
Watcher 22. Sorry. Is it? No, that one's not. It can't be.
And now what do we got here? Same type of thing. And it's the tight end again. Now, this is earlier in the game. But I'm just trying to show you who the problem is on this team.
Before the shadows came in.
Let's take a look. Here he is. He's moving in motion. And everybody said they played zone on every single play. No, this is man. And I'll tell you why. Because watch Nixon go with this guy this way. And Campbell look at how nonchalant. Now, I know this is in slow motion. But still, he's barely moving over there.
He does not.
The first down marker was here. Like, what is that?
Even when he played better last year, I said the whole time he's not an aggressive player, and I wish he would attack guys, and he doesn't.
Now, this is the huge Justin Fields touchdown run. Now, he makes Nixon look like a fool and schools him out of his shorts.
Yeah, but he did force him back inside.
Right. He forced him back into this.
Right. Which somebody should freaking be there.
And what do we have? I don't know who this is. It's too bright. But this right here is Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
This is Amos.
Oh my God. The 2 worst.
And I don't know who this is. Because I think this Rasul is over here. So this is probably Rudy Ford.
Yep. Who's also trying to turn him back inside, like not letting him get to the outside right here.
Right. I've heard a lot of complaints that Quay Walker can't get off a block. Why don't we just watch this play? Let's just watch right here. Watch Devondre Campbell. And you tell me how Justin Fields got that touchdown. Just keep watching. Keep watching. And he finally gets off, and then he has no chance of catching him. And I'm sorry for that green stuff. That's not me. That was the NFL.
That was you because you were mad. I get it.
No, I'm not even mad anymore because I don't care.
Oh.
I said don't sign back Devondre Campbell. I
Yeah.
said get Rasul Douglas back. And I just draft the guy. Well, they drafted the guy and they signed back Devondre Campbell. But Devondre Campbell is the issue here. Now, does Quay Walker get caught in the wash? He does. 71 takes him out right here.
At least he showed some resistance.
And he doesn't know where the ball is. Quay Walker thinks the running back has the ball.
Right.
But look at how pathetic this. Let's go back and watch how pathetic. From this angle, you can really see how sad it is. Devondre Campbell getting up to block a 67. Right here, Devondre Campbell, 67, center. He's still not even up there all the way. He knows the running back doesn't have the ball. He knows the quarterback has it.
Just go get him. What is he doing? Jesus. That's Sam Mustipher, dude. That's a guy that the Bears brought in Lucas Patrick to replace because he was so bad, and Lucas got hurt, so they had to play him. And as soon as anybody could get in there, they were replacing him. Like, he's not good. He's not good.
Now, this play, we're going to watch some good defense. Okay, let's look at this. Here, nice. Preston knows we got the tight end coming in motion. Preston has to seal the edge. Yep. And also look, just in case this is not a handoff, he's got to watch to see where the handoff goes, right? TJ Slayton does a good job. He's getting double teamed, but he's holding them up. Lowry, look at Lowry. He's got a long arm of the law. That's a good job right there. Reed is doing a good job of holding this guy to make sure he can go one way. He can play two gaps because he knows the other guy's getting double teamed. So he's got to do two gap here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Campbell, of course, is sitting. I don't know. That's really athletic. That move right there. I don't think it's going to do you any good. And then you got Quay Walker and you got Amos. Amos is obviously going to get blocked here. These are our two free guys. But it doesn't matter because all these guys up front do a really good job. Because we're talking about good run defense right here. All right, look at that.
Nice job by Preston. Take him out. There you go.
Right. And Preston knows he's got the ball because he kept his eyes on him. Now he takes out the tight end.
Campbell actually goes to the hole. That's good.
Right. And
but he was totally unblocked. Totally unblocked on the play.
And Jaron Reed shoves his guy to the side so he can be there to make the tackle. But all three of those guys did a really good job. Reed and Preston left Campbell open and free so he could get in there and make that play, right?
Right.
Very next play.
So that one he did okay. That one he did what he was supposed to do.
Right. The very next play. Let's take a look. Now, it's like third and long or something, or second and long. Look at what they got. 2 down linemen, 2 stand-up outside linebackers, and you do have a tight end over here and a tight end over here and a wide receiver and a wide receiver. And Jair's up front, up top. You got your 2 safeties. Oh my gosh. My guy Douglas and Nixon. So you got a 6-man box, which is not that good. But you do have Amos here. And this is just sad. It's really sad.
When Amos is the one that's your run support,
it's even worse when you see what he does. Okay, so here's what happens. The ball gets handed off. This is the play where Quay Walker thinks that Justin Fields has the ball. As you look here, I don't know what he's looking at, but he totally misses that what?
He's got a read on the play, right? So they either say, you take a lot of times those plays come, somebody's responsible for the quarterback, somebody's responsible for the running back. Generally, that's the way they do it.
Right, but here's the problem on the play. Amos also doesn't know who has the ball, and he thinks it's the quarterback, and he goes to the outside of the left tackle, thinking that he's going to cut off the run. And that's why this turns into a touchdown right up the gut, because there is nobody left. Rudy Ford is the only guy left, and he's way over here.
Let me just say that that's never his responsibility because someone else has outside contain on this play.
Right.
It's the edge guy on the front line, and if it's not him, it's the damn corner. You as the safety go and make a play. That's what you're supposed to do, and not anticipate and try to run and cut him off on the outside. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Well, there are 2 things wrong with this play. First of all, there's only 2 down linemen, dumb. And then secondly is this, whatever this was. Against the running quarterback, you only have 6 guys in the box, and you think that your safety's going to streak in there and make a play. But anyways, Quay Walker is wrong. Amos is wrong. And that's what happens on this play. But nobody blamed Amos for this. They just blamed Quay Walker. But watch where Amos goes. Look at that. What does this do for you? He's getting blocked now by Preston Smith. And the running back is already up to this point, and somebody's trying to get their arms on him. I think that's Kenny Clark or whoever, but it's too late. You can't get him. He's gone. That's just Jair. I mean, like, what's Jair going to do? I mean, he tackles him, so that's good. I guess it wasn't a touchdown, but it was a huge play that eventually led to a touchdown.
Amos got in on the tackle there at the end. See, look at that.
Yeah, but what? I don't care. Look at how big this hole is when these two guys both read it wrong.
Yeah.
Like, what is Amos doing? Look at this.
I don't know.
What is this? This guy is a 8-year veteran right now, isn't he? He's an 8-year veteran.
Yeah, that's not the way you play safety.
He looks like he's taking a dump. That's what he's doing on this play, taking a big fat dump. And Jaron Reed's getting held, but he's trying to get off. Kenny Clark's getting double teamed, and Kingsley Enagbare is doing nothing, and Campbell, of course, is useless over here. But that's what happened. But everybody blamed Quay Walker because he read it wrong, and he did. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, what is Amos doing? At least Quay Walker had a two-way problem. He had to make a choice, right?
Well, and that is a read option play, right? So, and you're right. Watcher 22 says, I doubt Amos will be here next season. Well, yeah, thank goodness. But he's a liability this season. He's been a liability. I mean, the only reason why he wasn't sticking out as bad previously is because Savage was in there. But now that Savage isn't in there, he shows up even worse. And you can see every issue he has. And it's all has to do primarily with
not being aggressive.
He's not aggressive. He's slow. There's just Adrian Amos has some good qualities in terms of he's pretty aware, generally playing deep safety, and he's got good hands. But other than that, he's not aggressive. He's not slow. And here, well, we might as well. I don't know if anyone saw the Rock report from recently, but let's just take a peek at that because it'll show you a couple things. Let's see. Packer fan 1993 says in 2020, 2021, wasn't our defense like top 10? I think it was, but we didn't have all the same guys in all the same spots, and they were playing differently. We were better under Pettine stat wise anyway, says Watcher 2022. The other thing is last year is we got a lot more consistent pressure. Gary was really good pressuring. Other guys were pretty good at pressuring. Look, the other thing is, as David chimes in, it's like our veterans took a step back, and they did. Yeah. A lot of them have not performed. And the problem is, right, we also went in with higher, because of how the defense played last year, we went in with higher expectations of it this year, and they're way underperforming. Although at times they have given the team opportunities to win games, the offense hasn't come through. So it's, whatever. It's the whole team thing with the way the record is and stuff like that, 100%. Although you have to place more responsibility on the people that make the most money. Like, that's just the way it is. You have a financial structure with a salary cap. You allocate dollars to players, and the players that get the most dollars need to perform better and need to be your best performers. And the Packers have a lot of their high dollar players highly underperforming. So when you do that, this is what you get. The only way you get rescued in that situation is if you have guys like last year, Rasul Douglas, you pick up for dirt cheap and then, plays an amazing year, makes a huge impact. And guys like who are finally getting on the field, like in a recent Rock report, which you might as well show you now, because I want to show you the difference in safety play. Because we've been talking about it for a while, but Larry McCarron finally figured it out and talked about it and showed the world too. So now I guess everybody knows, right? Or I'm not sure, but whatever. Anyway, you get the idea. So we're going to take a quick look at the Rock not the most recent one, the one from before, Rock report from Larry McCarron. If you didn't catch it, here you get to catch it now, and it's good for you to see because, yeah, it's a good Rock report. So let's play it.
Early returns on the Packers' makeover in the secondary are good. Of course, Rudy Ford starting at safety is part of the makeover, and safety is a playmaking position, and Rudy makes plays.
Wait, what? Safety is a playmaking position?
Not until Rudy Ford showed up.
But it is a position where oftentimes you should be either unblocked and able to attack, or from a deeper spot where you can diagnose and avoid blockers and attack, and that's why it's a playmaking position.
Like right here. Him and Chris Barnes converge on the tackle. Now let's tighten it up and keep an eye on Rudy's left hand. He rakes the ball out, and then he follows with his right hand and rakes some more. That is textbook forcing a fumble, and Quay Walker recovers. Now, let's check out Keyshawn Nixon. More on him in a moment. Back to Rudy. As a team, the Packers have 12 takeaways for the entire season. Rudy, in very limited playing time, has 3 of them.
Now 4.
25%. The other part of the makeover was Keyshawn starting as the nickelback. And as we just saw, whatever he's doing on the football field.
Look at this right now. How many times do you see the Packers run plays like this against another team? And this is what the other team does to them. But when teams run these plays against the Packers, guys sit back there and get blocked, and it's a successful play. Well, not when Keyshawn Nixon's nearby.
It is physical. The Eagles are trying to set up a screen with 1, 2, then the reinforcements, 3, 4, 5 blockers. And Keyshawn is able to blow the whole thing up by ripping through one of those blockers. You can see it right there, and putting the ball carrier in reverse. Let's get physical.
Whoa, there you go. Let's get physical.
So it's just very different, right? It's drastically different. The play of those two guys versus play of Amos and Savage and Jair. So I don't know, but especially at safety, like sometimes at corner, you got to maintain the outside. Sometimes at corner, you got to, you got different deep responsibility, or you got this or that or whatever. Or you hold hands with the receiver, or you do whatever. But generally at safety, you don't have anybody blocking you a lot of times in running plays. So when you see the quarterback doesn't have the ball, go make a play. Get your helmet in there and stop them from making a big gain. Be a tackler. Be a person who attacks, diagnose, attack, and tackle. And you can do that at corner too, especially from the slot. And Keyshawn Nixon is the best guy they have at that stuff. On the whole defensive backfield. That's not a safety. Rudy Ford, Keyshawn Nixon, they're the best. You haven't figured it out yet.
They are the best. And you know what? Those two guys, it took them like a month and a half to finally figure out that they need to be on the field.
Yeah.
If you want to share for me, I got some video to show about another guy who needs to be on the field more. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
You are up and running.
Do you see my big yellow arrow?
Yes, I do. It's right by somebody's butt right now. Cody Whitehair, circling Cody Whitehair and the other guy.
No, I am circling number 95.
Oh, okay.
First round draft pick, Devontae Wyatt. Now look at this. If this was a running play, let's take a look at what we got here. We got 1, 2, 3 Packers all standing around over here. You got 1 Devontae Wyatt, and you got 1, 2, 3 Bears. If this was a run, this could be bad news for Devontae Wyatt, don't you think? Let's watch.
Especially because it's Preston and Devondre Campbell right next to each other here. That's the only help you got is Rudy Ford in the back.
Let's watch how athletic Devontae Wyatt is. The opposite of Kenny Clark. First thing you're going to see is 65. Totally gets past him, right? He doesn't want anything to do with him because he knows we got this puller 71 coming across this way.
Mm-hmm.
So Devontae Wyatt has to avoid 65 to get penetration. Now, not only that, though, 65 now has a clear block on Quay Walker. And as you're looking, because I pointed out all these guys are standing over here, there's a whole lots of empty space here. If his running back was smart, he'd go this way. But he's not that smart. He thinks he wants to go this way because he sees a lot of white butts and not yellow butts. So he's thinking I can get through here because we got a clear shot here, taking out this guy, whoever it is. But watch the agility here of Devontae Wyatt, who just schools 71. First he gets hit. Actually, let me take it back. I know he gets hit by 71. He takes on the block because he's not ready for it because I don't think he knew it was coming. But after he takes that initial hit, he then jukes the dude out of his shorts and makes a tackle. It's awesome. Now, this is in slow motion, so in full motion, it'd be even better. But let's take a look and watch him. Look at that. He takes a huge hit, just bounces off, and makes a tackle. Now, there's a bunch of other guys there, too. But why don't we watch that one more time and just keep your eye? I'm going to let it play and just keep your eyes on Devontae Wyatt. All the things he has to sift through to try to make this play takes a lot of strength, agility, and awareness.
Awareness too, because that short trap is coming. You got to be ready for it.
So here he comes. Miss. Now, I don't know what 70 was doing in that play. He totally whiffed on Preston Smith. Thank God, because Preston was there to help out. But
Wyatt even got tripped up by Whitehair at the beginning of it. He got tripped a little bit, but he still maintained his balance and kept going.
And the reason why that was such a good play is because the very next play was the Dean Lowry block field goal. So think about that. Nice play by Devontae Wyatt, which led to the block field goal by Dean Lowry. How many times have we not seen a guy with agility be able to get past two blockers to make that tackle? I.e. Kenny Clark, who gets his butt kicked and then doesn't do anything. Oops, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did.
Now, to be fair, Kenny Clark had some plays in this game, and Watcher 22 pointed that out. However, Kenny Clark is exactly what we say he is. Okay. He's not what the Packers say he is, or what a lot of people would say, but he's exactly what we say he is. When Kenny Clark plays terrible or subpar offensive lines, he shows up and he can look good at times. And he looks like a very good player, a good to very good player when he plays subpar offensive lines. When he plays good to great offensive lines, he is completely neutralized. He is completely ineffective. So if Kenny Clark cannot beat a person physically that he's going against, basically with strength, because he has no speed, then he is completely useless in those cases because he has no pursuit. He doesn't cut off angles because he's too slow. So again, when he plays the Bears, yeah, he's going to look pretty good. But when we play the Eagles, he's going to look like he looked last week. A no-show.
Okay, on this play here, unfortunately, the play is first getting called right now, and Justin Fields is asking for the ball. So nobody knows what's going on. This is the play where Jair didn't know what the heck was going on and got schooled by N'Keal Harry or whatever his name is. But what we want to watch on this play is our guy, Devontae Wyatt and Justin Hollins, and actually almost everybody on the defensive line. These four guys do a really good job, and they did this in the second half more. Instead of trying to do stunts and dumb stuff, they just collapsed the pocket, just pushed and pushed and pushed, so Fields had no easy go up the middle on, escaping the pocket. He always had to either escape to the outside or whatever. In this particular play, there is no escape because these four defensive linemen do a very good job. So Devontae Wyatt takes on the double team and just keeps shoving, gets to Fields' face. Now there's not much you can do there. He had two guys on him, and Fields does get away. And if Jair actually knew what the hell was going on half the time, this would not have been a completion, of course. But
Jair,
when you watch it back on the other view, Jair does not he's trying to get the call from people, and he's just kind of standing there. But I didn't want to show that because I don't really care. This next play is the Jair Alexander interception. So let's just watch him and watch how he breaks on this pass when EQ goes up and comes back, and Jair just breaks on, or whoever the receiver is. I don't know who the receiver is, but
yeah, it's EQ. Yeah.
Oh, it's a tight end. Oh, it's a different play. Sorry. What did I show this for?
Because that's somebody else making a play. Is that Rudy Ford or is that Keyshawn Nixon or somebody making a play?
That's good. Oh, that's good defense. Who is that guy? Amos.
Oh my God, we found him. He did a couple of things in this game, but not enough. This is one of the plays he attacked. Look at this is how you're supposed to do it. Now he showed us we can do it. Now it makes me even more mad.
Oh, that was the other thing. I think I want to show because the defensive line.
Oh yeah, lots of pressure.
That's what I wanted to show it. It was just talking about. It was just pressure, just bull rush pressure. And you might say, oh well, they didn't get any sacks in this game. That's true. But they don't have guys who are skilled at getting sacks right now, right? This is the Jair pick.
To be fair, Amos had the running back in coverage, so he was right there anyway. So that's good. Yeah, that's where he just ran in front of Equanimeous St. Brown. Can we just be real as Packer fans here? and just thank the Bears for being dumb.
Yeah, I don't know why they kept passing the second half.
What were they doing that last drive when they had like, 4 minutes or so?
It's dumb.
Like, come on, 4 minutes and you are you're trying to throw the ball here and this is still like 2.5 minutes left. You got so much time. You're already beyond midfield and why are you throwing the ball? Your strength is running the ball. Plus you want to use up clock anyway. Why are you even calling that play and throwing that play? And I was very perplexed after this game. All these people like, oh, Justin Fields, man, he's really got people excited. I mean, really?
More people talked about Justin Fields, like on all the national media.
What are you excited about? Now, if he would have ran the ball more, especially late in the game, I would agree with you and say, yeah, that was exciting. But when he throws it from the pocket, it's not very good. Look, Justin Fields is what he is. He's a super athletic dude, right? He can run the heck out of the ball. He's really fast, agile. He can make plays on the run. But when you sit there and make him a pocket passer, he's not very good. And he showed it to you. And that's why they lost. The Bears could have won this game if they had run the ball at the end of the game. Dumb, but thank you.
This is the Keyshawn Nixon pick. He's right here. They're playing the zone. And Justin Fields has to force this ball, so it's nothing new. But what you want to watch is watch Keyshawn Nixon. Now, he passes this guy off to Rasul because Rasul is here, right? Thinking that that's where it should go, which is smart. And that's why Justin Fields is throwing it, because he sees Rasul's flat-footed facing this way, and he knows he can't get back there to make the play. So you think, well, how can Keyshawn Nixon get there? Well, Keyshawn Nixon's got his eyes. He does a good job of keeping his eyes on him. He turns around, ball's in the air, picks it off.
And
really
Nixon
smart play.
Great hands and is super confident in his hands. So he just go and pluck the ball. He's got probably the best hands on the team.
I don't know about that, but they're pretty dang good.
Pretty close.
Robert Tonyan might have better hands.
All right, Robert Tonyan, fine. Robert.
But what I am saying is just that's how you play a zone. Like you let the guy pass, then you keep your eyes on the quarterback, and as soon as you see the ball go, you follow the ball. And that's what he does. He follows the ball, makes a pick. Now, it was at the end of the game. It didn't really matter, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But it's just showing you what it's like when a guy can do the right thing. We had a couple good plays in there. Devontae Wyatt. Can we get him on the field? Like, I don't understand why he's not out there more. He only had 9 plays in this game. And it seemed
David's got a thought here. I showed it before. Wyatt must have parked in Barry's parking space or something.
Oh, okay. That could be.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully not.
That happens at times. But it's one of those things where, okay, it took a month and a half to figure out that Rudy Ford needs to be on the field, and 2 months to figure out that Keyshawn Nixon needs to be on the field, and not until Stokes and what's his face got hurt. So do we need Kenny Clark and Dean Lowry and all these guys to get hurt before we can finally see some Devontae Wyatt? Because let's go already.
Yeah.
I don't care if his technique isn't that great. He shows agility and quickness and strength and the ability to be aware of stuff that's around him. He also can bull rush, get through 2 guys. He's slippery, yet also can make a tackle. It's dumb. Like he shows more pressure when he's in there than Kenny Clark ever does. So let's get him out there. I mean, especially now. Let's get him out there. At least give him some experience. I know we're not going to make the playoffs, blah, blah, blah. Let's just see him.
Hey. There's still a chance here. There's still a chance. Still a chance making those playoffs, bro. All right. Yeah, I agree with that. I think everybody agrees with that. Couple things. Let's clarify a couple things here. All right. So we're going on. We had some good comments, lots of comments with the videos. And I went on my Kenny Clark thing. And Watcher was saying, we got Clark, Slayton, Wyatt. TJ Slayton's been showing a little better the last couple of weeks. Although, again, I caution you because it's the Bears offensive line. Okay, Bears offensive line. So just don't raise your expectation for TJ Slayton too high. Although I will say he's looked better. But then Watcher, says, well, Clark, when I was going off about Kenny Clark is mostly double teamed. And if you watch closely, Watcher, it's not true, bro. He doesn't get double. A lot of times he gets single blocked and he gets handled by a single blocker.
And if he does get double teamed, he's definitely handled.
Yeah.
I just showed you a play where Devontae Wyatt got double teamed on a pass rush, and he split the double team and got in freaking Justin Fields' face. Now, Justin Fields got away and spun around and then threw the deep pass because Jair wasn't paying attention. But Devontae Wyatt got split the double team. He used strength and agility. He used the strength to focus on one. That's what you do. If you get double teamed, focus on one guy out of the two and bull rush that guy. And then split the double team after that, because if the only time a double team works is if they're on the same plane. If one of them gets shoved back a little bit, hey, guess what? Now there's an opening for you to get through. That's the difference. When Kenny Clark gets double team, he just stands there and is like, no. Get through one guy, or get to one guy, which lets you get through the other guy, which gives you an opening at least to get through and mess some stuff up, or at least keep chugging. But choose one of the two guys and focus your strength on him.
Yeah,
you have to try to
attack. You got to attack. You got to attack like an inside shoulder of one of the players and try to split the double team. That's the best way to do it. If you can't do that, then you got to Mike Daniels them, and you got to go to your knee and not get pushed around and not get pushed back. But anyway, look, Watcher, it's cool. I get it. You know, sometimes Kenny Clark does get double teamed, but it's not that much. It's not nearly as much as people say it is, and it's not nearly as much as most people think it is. But that's what we hear all the time, right? And we also, he's paid like he's supposed to be a great player. And then every week, Mark Schlereth or whoever else, well, it's Kenny Clark. I mean, he's so great. Oh, that guy's a pro. Blah, blah. They'll tell you it, but that Mark Schlereth, the same guy who talked about how great of a blocker Marcedes Lewis is after he had missed blocks 3 plays in a row, and then they showed a cut shot of him on a play that he finally got a block. He's like, I'll tell you that Marcedes Lewis is such a great blocker. No, he's not. He's not. And he's like, he's so great. He's a guy he can handle a defensive end all by himself. No, he gets his ass kicked going against a defensive end. Like, if you're being paid, I'm sorry, but I used to do games. If you're being paid as a professional at the professional NFL level to broadcast games and actually talk to people about what the hell is really going on in a game, then watch the game. Then actually tell them the truth. Don't give me this BS because you thought that was the common conception of the world. Oh yeah, everybody says Marcedes Lewis is such a great blocker, so he's just a great blocker. No, you just saw 3 plays where he sucked butt on blocking. So tell the truth, Mark Schlereth. I can't say the swear words because it's only 9:14. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, I apologize.
I'll say this.
And then Watcher agrees with me and says Kenny has been mediocre at best. Well, thank you, Watcher. I appreciate that. David also says, I see the real playmakers all the way down here in Mississippi. And who are those real playmakers? It's some of these young dudes. Look, the biggest thing on defense, let's just talk about it. We talked about aggressiveness. Devontae Wyatt is a hell of a lot more aggressive than most of the defensive linemen we got. And pursuit. If guys pursue,
he's way better at pursuit.
If guys pursue, they can make plays. That cuts off a bunch of the cutback lanes, right? How many times do you see running backs have a cutback lane and then they get big yards? But if you got interior guys from the line who pursue and cut off some of those lanes, that's how you bottle up running backs. If you have guys that just get blocked and then kind of hang out where they were or jog down over there, then you got big gaping holes and people run through them that are really fast. And that's how you get you give up 370 yards or whatever it is on the ground in a game. So anyway, it's pretty simple. But I mean, I'm not a football coach. What the hell do I know? What do I know, bro?
We know more than the Packers football coaches. Hey, what's up?
It's just some of this. It just makes me crazy because so many of these things and on at least 3 to 4 of the losses could have been avoided.
Yeah, but
it's not that hard to figure out and adjust. Some of it's putting the right guys in the field. Some of it's running the right plays or schemes. Some of it is, hey, if a guy's loafing or dogging, I don't care how much money he makes or where round he was drafted in, get his ass off the field and stick someone else in, because number one, that other guy's going to come in and be excited and probably try harder. And number two, maybe, I don't know, just maybe It'll be a wake-up call for that veteran guy who's slacking off to show that you're the coach and you're in charge of who plays. So if you're not playing up to standards, I can yank you out, punk. I don't care if you make $100 million. Anyway, sorry. What do you got?
All right, see my big arrow?
Yep.
All right, look at this guy right here. We're talking about guys who just get them out there. I don't care where they were drafted or how much money they make. How about number 50, Mr. Zach Tom, who found out on Friday, a couple days before the game, you got to start again, buddy. Sorry. And this whole reel, 4 minutes and 23 seconds, this first my favorite play of Zach Tom in the game. And then I have a whole drive. Every play in the drive, we're going to look at Zach Tom on every single play, and every single play, he wins on every single play.
Damn.
And you cannot say that about any other player on this entire team, much less anybody on a play on the whole offensive line.
I will say this. I didn't notice Zach Tom most of the game, so that's a good sign. I did notice
he had a couple rough
rough
runs in the running game early because he couldn't quite hold up strength-wise.
Well, he was just getting back into playing football again. Like the dude's been like all of a sudden he's thrust in there at left tackle again. I mean, Jesus.
This is my favorite block on his. He initially does a double team block and then moves on to the second level, or not even the second level. Here, you'll see it. It's really cool, actually. Let's watch what we got here. So we got Big Dog who's coming in motion. They're going to do a double man 91, okay? Zach Tom and Big Dog. So the ball gets snapped.
Nice.
Now, he gets the initial help, and it looks like if this was any other guy, I would say 57, who had an incredible game. This is the guy from the Badgers, who's also
Jack Sanborn.
Yeah, he had a awesome. Like when I was watching tape on this guy, he makes Devondre Campbell look like a chump. That's all I'm going to say. This guy who wasn't even drafted is way better than our high-paid free agent signee. But anyways, if this was Bakhtiari, if this was Jenkins, if this was any other Royce Newman, any of those guys, I think they might get a piece of Sanborn, but he gets through and gets us and clobbers Dillon or gets a piece on him, right? Just watch Zach Tom. But also, after Zach Tom takes care of him, watch A.J. Dillon's agility. He bounces it to the outside, which I've not seen A.J. Dillon do very often. So you're talking a really nice double team, split off block by Zach Tom, and then a really nice bounce out by A.J. Dillon on this play. So keep your eyes on Zach Tom and then switch to, once you see the initial block, then switch back to A.J. Dillon and watch his juke move. Look at that. Beautiful. Probably my favorite block of Zach Tom. One of my favorite plays of the game. Let's watch it one more time.
This is also when Aaron Rodgers is making some really great decisions in the game by just handing off to A.J. Dillon.
Nice, solid hit. A.J. Dillon reads it off that side, cuts it back in. So 36 is going to get another 10 yards or 7-8 yards after that because the 36 has got to take an angle on him. Great play. Great play. Okay, now this is a whole drive. Here's Zach Tom. Take out the defensive back. Now, unfortunately, nobody else did their job on the play.
Sanborn is too good.
Yeah, he's everywhere. I can't remember why he got there, but
because he's Jack Sanborn.
Right here.
He didn't screw around.
It's Myers.
Josh.
Myers
Josh Myers, second round pick out of Ohio State. They played in the same conference, just so you know. And Sanborn doesn't even get picked up. And look at him. He's all over the place. Probably the Bears' best defensive player, for crying out loud. But Matt Eberflus is like, I don't care if the guy was drafted or not drafted. Or I don't know. He's making plays and putting him on the field. Looks pretty good to me.
Once again, Zach Tom in pass protection. Watch this. Keeps his feet moving. Keeps his hand punch. Watch that. He cuts him off that side. Now the guy goes back the other way. Cuts him off that side. And all that so that Rodgers can get the pass over to A.J. Dillon for the first down. Great pass protection by Zach Tom on this play. These are all consecutive plays in the same drive. So you saw a really good run block on the outside corner, which a lot of our offensive linemen miss the corners. They're just too quick and they just overrun them or not fast enough to get there.
Yep.
This is the same play. Watch Zach Tom and his protection here on 91. He holds him off, keeps his hands away, stops him that way. He go back, stops him that way. Gives Rodgers enough time to get that ball away for the first down. Great pass protection. Now we got the very next play. Keep watching Zach Tom. So he's showing you blocking in space, moving fast against a smaller player. You've seen pass protection against a good pass rusher and holding his fort and keeping his feet moving. I think this is a running play where he freaking sandwiches a dude, if I remember right. There he is right here. Oh, no, he just stays with him.
Yeah.
But it's good enough. He held with him as long as he could. Did a good job.
A reach block on the flow that way, and
right.
You know, you can get
the
him.
Play was going to the other side, but he did his best, or he did what he could do on that play. He gets to the second level and takes care of the guy he's supposed to take care of. 94, and that's a bigger guy. He's a little. He struggles a little bit against the bigger guys. There's no doubt about it. He has some issues sometimes in run blocking. I mean, look at him. He does not look that big.
No, he's not. He's not very big. He's barely 300 pounds.
Now this is the Taylor run for 7 yards, and he goes right off at Zach Tom's butt. Great push off the line by the whole offensive line on this play. Just except for maybe Runyon Bunyan and Josh Myers. Those two guys kind of stink, but that whole left side with Jenkins, Zach. Look at these three guys, and even Big Dog. They all got zoom, 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 shove, shove, shove. Awesome job. Zach Tom takes out the double team 97. Then he moves on to Sanborn, and he blocks both of them. That's 7 yards, and it's pretty much was Zach Tom who was part of that, got the 7 yards for him.
Yeah.
Really good run block. Now, these are all plays in a row. Here he is again, right here. Next to Big Dog again. Sorry about that green. That's the one where the guy falls down and then he lays on him. That's what I like. That's what I like to see. That's some Lukey Patrick right there. Look at everybody else. Everybody else doing that? No. But Zach Tom does it. Now, it was a stupid pass by Rodgers. Incomplete, stupid. Or was that the one where he totally whiffed on?
Oh, yeah. That's the one where he threw it like way over.
I wasn't watching it. Don't worry about it. We all know what happens. Watch Zach Tom.
Yeah.
The guy falls down, and then Zach Tom is like, you know what? I'm just going to lay on you so you can't do anything. I mean, Jenkins could have done that. He didn't. Zach Tom does it. Look at that. He lays on him. And then, of course, we got the Rodgers stupid throw. I don't know what that. Oh, wounded duck, floppity. What the hell? Even Randall Cobb is like, good God. I think I could have freaking threw a ball better than that. All right. Zach Tom again right here, baby. Hey! This is all Zach Tom, baby. I don't care what you say. The guy's awesome. Don't look at anything else. I don't want you to look at anything else. All right. That was pretty easy. But that's all right. You got to have an easy one once in a while. Nice quick pass. Get out the Samori Toure.
Yeah, your quarterback needs to make it easy for you sometimes.
Sorry about the silence.
Look at that boy Myers on there. Boy Myers, look at him.
Is this the one where he falls down and it takes him forever to get back up again? It's so sad.
It's so good.
It's so sad to watch him get up after he falls down. I mean, it takes him so long.
I know. He's like 20-some years old, but he looks like an old man getting up.
He does. He looks like a really old man. And nobody helps him up either. Nobody like grabs his hand to get him up.
Yeah,
we got Zach Tom right here. Second guy from the end in the butt right here. This guy. Let's see what he does. I don't know. I just want to, just show everything he does. He's awesome. Double team block with A.J. Dillon. And who does he follow? Zach Tom for the first down. You bet your butt on third down. Who do you think A.J. Dillon follows? Zach Tom.
Yeah, smart. Smart. I like it.
Same play, just from this angle. Watch a double team here with these Jenkins and Zach Tom working really well together in this game. Nice guy job by Jenkins to get the initial push there.
Now, is it just me? Could it be just me? Or is Elgton Jenkins playing so much better now that he's back at guard?
No, it's everybody knows that he's way better at guard. That's where he should have been playing the whole time. That's what he said for a million years. Zach Tom is over here on the edge by himself. He's going up against 91. Let's see what he does. This is definitely a pass rush. No, it's Aaron Jones. Well, he holds him just long enough for Aaron Jones to squeak through. So he didn't get the holding call. He held him long enough for Aaron Jones to get just past. If that would have been A.J. Dillon, he probably would have been tackled because it would have been quite as fast.
That's our boy Sanborn. I picked up Sanborn in fantasy this week as my defensive player.
Yeah, I wish I should have picked him up.
Now that he makes 20 tackles a game. Oh, this time he got blocked by Jenkins.
Yeah, he got hammered by Jenkins, but Jenkins has got a good 50 pounds on.
Elton Jenkins. Can we get past well, we'll wait till the video's done. Then we'll talk about Elton Jenkins. Zach Tom, left tackle.
Zach Tom. Oh, we're looking at Zach Tom. I don't care about anything else in these plays.
Well, and Elton Jenkins.
And look at all this motion, under center motion. Okay. This is a bad play, but that was not his fault.
Oh, that's where Aaron Jones got all ranked. His leg got messed up, and ow.
Let's take a look at who the problem child's on this play. I'll give you a hint. It's Allen Lazard.
Oh, Allen Lazard.
And Jenkins gets blown up.
Yeah, sometimes he gets beat. Yep, he couldn't get him that time. Oh,
and Lazard is holding this guy. They probably could have called holding right there, but they didn't. That's a sad play.
Josh Myers is not the correct center to pick.
Well, there's nothing we can do about it now.
Dude, I want the lefty. Creed Humphrey. Lefty. Why couldn't he have a lefty center for once?
Maybe Zach Tom shouldn't have got off that double team as fast as he did. I don't know. See, and his guy makes the tackle, but that's not his fault.
You had to try to get that linebacker. That's not easy to do. You got to get out there. Otherwise, that guy's going to run out there on a play that's flowing outside. I mean, he had to leave it that early. It's just that it was a tough block for both those guys to get at.
Zach Tom, left tackle again. Let's see what he does.
Inside move on him. Oh,
picks up the stunt.
Wow, Packers offensive line hasn't been able to do that forever, right? That's pretty good.
Oh, when you got a guy who's smart, he can pick up the stunt for sure.
Aware and smart. Wow. Okay.
So here he is, 91. But then this guy's going to come around, and he's got to pick up that stunt. 96. And that would have been good enough if Rodgers hadn't gotten the ball off that fast, too. Here's the other thing I think I want to show on that play, actually. That was third down, by the way. We had to kick a field goal after that.
Oh, yeah. Why is he throwing this on you here?
This is, I don't know, but let's take a look at what we're looking at. We're looking at A.J. Dillon on the slant, wide open. Right here. Or not even a slant, he's just turning around. His first down marker is the 11-yard line. So that would have been a first down. Or no, when they had to go for the end zone. I take it back. But he still could have threw it to A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon could turn around and maybe ran for a touchdown or ran in there. Who knows? But anyways, that was my Zach Tom video. I just wanted to, because I just started watching that one drive and I was like, what happens the rest of this drive? Because the first two plays were so good. I was like, well, all right, well, what else is he doing here? He's doing everything. The guy's playing great.
We had one negative running play and then we had to pass it after that. Okay.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But
I
was impressed. I was very impressed. I thought, this rookie class has been something else.
100%.
Almost every guy, I think, has been a very good pick. Every guy except for like Sean Ryan, who stinks. And maybe Tariq Carpenter. I don't know if he can do anything. I don't know if he even plays anymore.
He's not. He's on specials, but he doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do much.
And I think Rasheed Walker would be halfway decent, but they don't need him, so it doesn't matter.
Watcher22 says, if you watch replays of other games, Rodgers misses many wide open wide receivers.
Oh, I got that video's coming. That video's coming, Watcher. Don't you worry, buddy. Don't you worry.
Let's finish up with the Elton Jenkins or go back to that real quick. Because can we just can the Packers, do you think that they understand? Because we've heard, oh my gosh, for years, he's so great. He can play anywhere on the line. Oh, we'll stick him in here. We'll stick him in there. We'll plug him over here. He can play tackle. Can we just let him play guard? Is there enough evidence after this season, what happened this season when they tried to play him at right tackle and he was so terrible, and then they finally moved him back to left guard where he should be, and he's gotten much better playing well. I'm not going to say he's great, but he's playing well. Can they just let him play there? Have they finally realized, let's not move guys around all the time? Let's just have some guys play in some spots and have them be there?
The bigger issue is, will he be back on this team next year? That's the bigger issue, and I don't really want to get into that until next season. So
no, I
honestly don't think he will, because I don't think they can afford him. Because I think
come on.
somebody will pay him big money. He is a free agent. It's not like
Maybe
they can
maybe the Bears. The Bears might. They're terrible on the O-line. They might pay him.
That's who I think would take him, because they have a lot of money.
Yep.
And with Getsy already there, I bet you they do sign. I bet you Jenkins does go to the Bears for some good.
That's true.
Yeah,
that could happen.
Like some good money, and they'll play him at guard.
Right.
So they won't be stupid. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, yes, you're a guard. You're playing guard. Sorry, is that okay?"
Yeah.
But it was all off season where Goody kept saying he's right tackle. Oh, he's a tackle. He can play anywhere. He's a tackle. He's our right tackle. He said he's our starting right tackle. Well, you know what? He wasn't your starting right tackle.
No.
Like, Yash should have been your starting right tackle from the start, and Zach Tom should have been your starting left tackle from the start.
And look how much more comfortable Yash looks now at right tackle after a few games.
Yeah,
right. It looks a lot better.
Actually, Yash could have been starting left tackle for all I know. But yeah, he looks great. He still has some flub ups every now and again.
Yep.
He had the false start and all that crap, but it's like, and he misses a couple of running plays here and there, but he does very good run pass blocker, and he's got the size of a monster.
He's a beast. He's not quite AJ Dillon with his shirt off, but he's pretty close.
So I'm thinking, like, even if Jenkins isn't back, which could be bad, because I don't know who else would be playing then at guard.
You got to draft some good young guys for once. Like, they've missed. I vented about it last time. They've missed out on all these good interior linemen the last few drafts. So go get one next draft. I don't want to see any more defensive players freaking drafted in the first round. I'm done with that. But we'll talk about that in the offseason.
Well, we got holes. I can guarantee our first
I don't care.
Our first pick will be a pass rusher
off the street. No, we got dudes off the street who are playing better than the guys we picked.
Our first pick will be a pass rusher, especially if it's a top 10, top 5 pick. It will be a pass rusher. No,
stop it.
Doubt.
No,
it'll be a pass rusher.
No. Is Caleb Jones any good?
He's not any good. We watched him practice.
He's very tall, but that's
very tall, and that's it. You get underneath him and you just school him. He's just not. His legs are really skinny, like knee down, and so I think he doesn't have the greatest strength either to hold up against strong guys, and then you can get underneath him. So he's a really tall guy, so he's at a big disadvantage, even though he's a big human. But whatever. Okay, so look, I don't know. I think they just got to figure it. Whatever. Hopefully they don't move stuff around. They keep playing the guys. They were forced to look. These defensive guys, they're actually showing up, like you said. They're forced to play them. Yeah, that's the sad part.
Because they didn't figure it out on their own. Injuries had to give the guys opportunities, which is dumb. The coaches should have given the guys opportunities.
Better on their own. They have to have the injury happen and then be forced to do the thing that we all see as like whenever these guys get in the game, you can clearly see, oh, that guy's really good. Why is he not in there? And it's just dumb. So I don't know, but I don't know. The offensive line is going to be interesting. I want to talk about it more in the offseason. I don't care about it now. There's too many question marks. I don't know what they're going to do with Yash. They could give him a tender or whatever it is, so they can force a team to give them a draft pick if they sign him or whatever. And if they do that, they guarantee that he makes X amount of money. But it won't be nearly as much as he could probably get on the free agent market, which I still think is kind of a bunch of crap. If I was a player, I'd be like, this is bull crap. Like, how many, even Alan Lazard, he's had to do these crappy contracts 4 years in a row now, even though he probably could have been on the open market and made as much as MVS if he wanted to. Maybe not MVS, but at least maybe $6 million a year instead of the crap we've been giving him lately, right? Yeah. And that's what they did with Tunyon last year. Was the second round pick tender or whatever. So if somebody signs them, they get their second round pick.
Yeah.
And so nobody does that crap. Not if they play it like that. So they'll probably do that same thing with Yash. So we'll get Yash back. So really the only issue is Jenkins. And based on the money, with both Gary, the reason why the salary cap is really bad is because both Gary and Savage have their 5th-year options on the books, and those are high numbers. So if they can somehow get Gary's deal done, because they're going to sign him for an extended period of time, they can get his cap number down quite a bit, which could then also, help him out with the cap number the next year. Also, Aaron Jones is supposed to make $20 million, but his guaranteed money is like $3 million or something. So, they cut him, they're going to have a huge cap space. I'm hoping they'll just restructure with him and try to get him to take a little less, and that'll save a bunch of cap space. So the cap space looks terrible right now, but there are a lot of moves they can make that can bring that number down to help maybe get Jenkins back, and I think he's worth it. I think he proves just the videos we just watched with him and Zach Tom next to each other. They're playing great. Jenkins is playing great at guard. And, he's a good guard, but they have to get that in his head that, hey, you're a guard. The problem is they've been telling him he's a tackle for 2 years. So he thinks he's a tackle. He wants tackle money. So I don't know how they're going to do with that.
We'll see. They've certainly overpaid some of their guys, and it's not
Kenny
really
Clark,
worth it.
Jair Alexander. I mean, you can name them all. Like everybody that you can think of, they've overpaid.
I'm glad, Jair got that one pick and all, but he had a terrible game outside of that for the most part. So,
well, he had a couple good plays where he jumped a screen pass and, a wide receiver screen, and he was very aggressive in this game, and that's how he got his interception. Like he jumped the gun on a couple plays and it got him in trouble. But the thing is, he's fast enough and those receivers were slow enough that it didn't matter. And that's probably why he did it. He was like, well, even if I get beat, I'll chase him down and then we'll get a score touchdown on me. But still, it gave him really good field possession on both those deep passes. Yeah, those are his fault.
The one they scored a touchdown after, the other one was a blocked field goal. So I get it how the blocked field goal didn't hurt them, but at the same time, those are plays as a corner. When you're that corner and paid like that, you can't be giving up. Okay, so I don't know why you don't have any hope yet, Ben. I'm telling you, I went through the Giants. Okay, so we got Giants, we got Seattle, we got Washington, right? The other players. And I get it, the Packers have to win out, but they have a lot of winnable games. Like, these are all winnable games. They could foreseeably do it. They could potentially do it if they play the right way. If Aaron Rodgers continues to make the wise decisions he made in this game, Aaron Rodgers made some of his best decisions.
Wise decisions in this game?
Of the whole season in this game by handing it off to A.J. Dillon when it was crunch time. When the Packers needed to score, Aaron Rodgers finally stepped back a little bit and let the running game do it.
Well, I know he didn't do that.
Well, I know
he didn't. The Bears would have just ran the damn ball in the second half, they would have won.
That's true, but they're dumb. You have to rely. The Packers do what they always do, which is rely on the other team to be dumb, and it works out a lot of times.
They did it for 3 years. They got to 13-3, and then made the playoffs, and then got their butts kicked because they played a good team. But they can't do that anymore. They don't have a. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Come on, wake up.
Fine, I'm gonna go over this, then you can show your video. Last thing here, I'm gonna tell you. I went through the schedules. The Giants have a lot of tough games. The Giants are even with the tie. The tie kind of fouled it up a little bit, but this is likely. The Giants are likely to finish 8-8-1. Only win one more game. The Giants are likely to finish 8-8-1. Washington could also finish 8-8-1, but they're more likely to finish 9-8-1, which kind of screws the Packers. All right, because Packers would need them to be. Or did I screw that up? I'm sorry, 9-7-1, 9-7-1. So that's what Washington is more likely to finish, which screws them with the Packers because they lost the Packers and they got that tie, screws me more. And Seattle could be 9-8. Now the Packers' best chance for the record to be 9-8. So I don't know what the tiebreakers are with Seattle, but the Giants could be out. Washington, Seattle, you got to get in front of one of them. And right now it's looking like probably Washington is going to make it and Seattle would be your hope. But I don't know. I don't know all the tiebreakers. I don't know all of it. So I'm just saying there's still a chance, man. There's still a chance.
3 teams make it.
Yeah, those two of those teams have to be knocked out. And because the other one's going to be
Dallas. Dallas is in for sure.
Right. So the other one's Dallas. You only got 2 spots, and you got 3 teams ahead of the Packers right now.
Well, here's the dumb part. As if Thumb Boy would have just sat down after his thumb got hurt, they probably would have beat Washington, and they would have beat the Giants because that game was lost by Rodgers in the second half in the defense. But they would have beat the Giants or the Washington, and then they wouldn't have to worry about tiebreakers. And they're the team that has probably a better chance of having a better record, as you say, which means they would probably be in better shape. But they didn't, so I don't believe them, and it's all Aaron Rodgers' fault. And they lost to the Lions, who also are ahead of them in the standings, and that was all Aaron Rodgers. 3 picks, like a ding dong, 2 in the end zone, and 1 pretty much it was in the end zone. And the third one, that's pretty ridiculous.
Now, just remember that the Lions are actually ahead of the Packers too. So the Packers.
I just said.
I still think. Oh, did you say that? I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the comments. I still think I have this dream scenario that the last game of the season is going to come down to whoever wins that game makes the playoffs between the Packers and the Lions.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen because I think it's going to be the Lions.
What? Coming to Lambeau in January.
Who's their starting quarterback?
The guy who's played 157 cold weather games and has the best December record in Lambeau Field history, but not the best January record in Lambeau Field history. So that is January. Oh, okay. You're right.
Brett Favre?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's Aaron Rodgers. He loves the cold. Colder the better, he says, right? All the time. He always says it. But not windier. He doesn't like it when it's windy.
Oh, no. He always blames the wind.
And that wind this last game was crazy.
I'm surprised he didn't blame the wind on Sunday, but I don't think he did. I guess I didn't watch his press conference. I don't watch his press conferences anymore. I don't care.
Because I can't watch him either.
I can't watch him anymore. I'm done with it. It was crap, but
But anyway, I'm just saying there's still a chance. So don't give me there's no chance. There's still a chance.
All right, I'll tell you why there's a chance. You want to find out why?
Yeah, tell me why.
Let's take a look at some video once I get it on the thing here. It'll take a little bit because I got to do the thing and then do that thing and then do that thing. I got to do like 17 steps just to get one stupid ass video on here.
The Packers, for the Packers to have a chance, the final step, or the biggest factor, I should say, is Aaron Rodgers taking a step back and letting the running game work for him.
All right, so this is just watching the plays we saw with Zach Tom earlier. We saw a lot of Rodgers under the center with jet sweep motion with Christian Watson moving in motion.
This is early in the game because there are no shadows.
This is really early in the game, and this is actually a play that doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because they run the ball. They move Christian Watson in motion this way, and then they run the ball to the area that Christian Watson moved to. So the defense all went with Christian Watson, and then they ran right into it. That was the only time in the game that they did that. Thank God they got smart after that. So you're going to watch Christian Watson move in motion. You're going to watch the defense all shift over. And then they're going to watch their ball get run right into over there. And, of course, Zach Tom actually has his one bad block, but A.J. Dillon gets away from it. But yet 55 is free, and then it's a big mess. And look at, there's like every single Bear is there. But now,
even Mike Pennell Jr.?
I don't know.
64.
But now, okay, whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Now we're going to watch the Christian Watson moving in motion this way. You got this, you got man coverage. So this guy's moving in motion this way. The defense is concerned, but they're like, okay, we got Christian Watson moving this way. We got A.J. Dillon going this way. What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Well, they all kind of go with Christian Watson, sort of, or they get frozen. And this is the A.J. Dillon touchdown. And it comes down to a really good block by Sammy Watkins, who holds the block the entire time. Holds it, holds it, holds it, holds it. He's still holding it. And A.J. Dillon just beats this one safety and says, I'm out of here. Touchdown. Sorry, my yellow cursor was in the way. But that was the time. What did they do? Oh, they moved the motion away from where the ball was going to be run to. And the defense moved with it.
Smart.
And they were kind of like concerned instead of moving it toward where the ball was going to.
And if we went with Aaron Rodgers, no motion, simple.
And Josh Myers still missed his block.
Yeah.
Josh Myers still missed his block, but it didn't matter. And Sammy Watkins, of course, made the block.
Sammy Watkins, we found something he's good at. He's helped the team, contributed. That's you know why he's so happy.
He's 100 times better than Allen Lazard at blocking.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to hear one more time that Allen Lazard is good at blocking because he's not. Now, this is the touchdown. And the reason why this one works is all game they faked this jet sweep, and A.J. Dillon has killed them, right? So as you're watching, all these going with Christian Watson is 39. Even our guy Sanborn is more concerned with AJ Dillon. All of these guys are concerned. Everybody's going concerned with AJ Dillon. Look at that. Sanborn's way over there. Look at he don't know where the ball is. He's all the way over here. And it comes down to this guy right here.
Even if they did know, they wouldn't have been fast enough to get over there.
No,
but
there's no way. And all Sammy's got to do is take out this guy, because this guy is back, he's going the wrong way, and there's no chance. And we all know what happens after that. 2-second block. That's all you need. And Sammy Watkins doing the windmill, and Christian Watson doing 21.7 miles per hour, and then a weird leap into the end zone. Beautiful jet motion. So we showed jet motion set up AJ Dillon's touchdown run because it forced the defense to be concerned. And then when they kept doing it and faking the jet motion over and over and over again, the one time they handed off, of course, the Bears are not ready for it because they haven't handed off to him all the game long. And then when they finally did, there's only one guy there who can stop him, and he's not fast enough. Plus, Sam Watkins gets 2-second block on him, and that's over.
So this is why I have hope, because when it came down to it, when the Packers had to have it, Aaron Rodgers actually ran what his coach wanted him to run.
They ran a lot of motion in this game. And now here's the 2 motion.
And under center, too.
Yes. You got motion again, but not all the way, just a little bit. Sneaks back, sneaks back, sneaks back. Look at all these guys. They're all concerned. And then, of course, you got the sneak attack, the big dog. And when you watch it from the other angle, I'll say this much. Big dog does a great job of blocking. He probably blocks better on this play than he does on plays when he's supposed to actually block the entire time, which sounds bad, but it's true. So watch him right here. He takes on the block, I think in 93 or something. He hits him. He holds him. He holds him. He holds him. Drives him, and then just keeps going. That was a really, really good sell. That's probably the best block I've ever seen. If he would do that on running plays, they would all be successful. But anyways, so I just wanted to show those plays and show you how key and how important the jet motion was all game. They were running all game long. All game long. And it worked. And it set guys up for later on, moving, making the defense have to be passive, right? That's why Aaron Rodgers hates the motion, but Matt LaFleur loves the motion. Why? Because the defense is passive. They don't know where the ball is going. There's 3 possible combinations. Either the really fast wide receiver is going to get it, the big tough running back is going to get it, or Aaron Rodgers is going to fake it to both of them and then pop up and slam it to somebody else. And the defense has no idea, and they can't be out of position, so they have to stay in their spot until they know where the ball is. And sometimes you can't see it or know where it is, and that's what leads to huge plays. And both touchdown runs were on awesome plays that were designed by Matt LaFleur, and Aaron Rodgers ran them, and the offense ran it to perfection on both plays. Boom. Plus, Christian Watson's really fast.
Yeah. And that, like you showed in the replay, like Watson, by the time he got the ball and where he was and how fast he was already going, like Watcher points out, most of those guys were out of the play, even if they weren't blocked, right? So that helps you a lot right there. And it's all because the guys got to change direction. David points out when the offense is clicking, it's pretty fun to watch. It was pretty fun to watch when they actually run the plays, or the offense way it's supposed to be run. And then again, it's Aaron Rodgers, not the whole game. He didn't do this, but when they really had to have it, he actually ran the plays in the offense. Matt LaFleur wanted to run. Now, I don't know if Matt LaFleur said something to him or not during at halftime, or I don't know. But against
I don't know.
Against a good team, you got to do it from the start of the game, Aaron Rodgers. You can't wait till, because the good team's not going to give you all those chances to get the lead or hang around because they're being dumb and they're not, doing what they should do.
The other thing I don't like, okay, so Christian Watson's mother had an interview with somebody a couple weeks ago after he had maybe his first 2 breakout games. Mm-hmm. And she talked about his speed, and she said he was better in the 200-meter sprint than he was in the 100-meter sprint, because it takes him a little bit longer to get to that top speed. And once he's there, he's gone. So he wasn't as good in the 100-meter as he was in the 200-meter. And that's why there were a couple of times in this game early on where they had him running these in routes, right? But it's like an angle route in, which means he has to stop and then go again, instead of a slant, where a slant he can just kind of keep his momentum going the entire time, or the crossing routes where he keeps that speed and builds up the speed, or if they have to do a comeback route. I know that it's great for him to be able to run those routes once in a while, but I would much rather see him on crossing routes, on goal routes, on slant routes, stuff where he doesn't have to completely stop and go in a 90-degree angle or something, 45 degrees at the most, because it doesn't slow him down as much, because it does take him a little bit of time to get going. But if you get him going at top speed and then get him the ball in motion, he's gone. Like, gone. And that's awesome. But I've seen him, and the same thing with like screen passes to him. I don't think screen passes are the best with him, because it takes him a little bit of while to get going. But that jet motion plays, that's the key for him. He's shown. Let him build up his speed and then let him go. So slants, crossing routes, goal routes, jet motion. That's the Christian Watson game plan, and to use his speed at top notch. And we've shown almost every one of his huge plays are those type of plays where he's moving in motion, doesn't have to break down, doesn't have to slow down, doesn't have to stop and catch. Just keep going, catch it in stride, and kill everybody.
Now, Friday night on our radio show, when we do it, I got a couple of questions. I got a couple of things we're going to examine. We're going to dig a little deeper into Rudy Ford's production and compare that to other guys' production in the defensive backfield. We're also I'm going to ask Ben a question about Christian Watson. We'll find out more about that. Plus, we're going to talk about the next week's radio show episode and give you a little tease on that, because we're going to have an appearance by Raider Rick, I believe, once again for that. So all that's coming up on Friday night, 7 p.m. You guys know where to find us. Here, I'm going to ask you to do a favor. Now, I appreciate everybody jumping on YouTube and the chats. We're going to try to do things maybe slightly different here this week with our platform, but we will get the videos out to you guys. But if you wouldn't mind, because the radio station looks at the radio stream numbers as well through the app. So they are looking at how many people are listening to us on the Civic Media app. And like I said, last week they put us on, 5 or 6 stations all at the same time, which is a smart move. I mean, for them, but we got to prove it to them every time. So we got to get those streams on the Civic Media app up. And as you can just put it on there and then you can watch it. Actually, the sound's a little better on the app too. So it's up to you. Anyway, wouldn't mind if you checked out the app sometimes, and I'm sure it wouldn't hurt you to not look at Ben and me once in a while. It's probably a good thing for you and your family or anybody else that might see this. Just a heads up. But anyway, so check out Civic Media app. You can download it. It's free, and you can find all the stuff there and some of the weird like sound things that happen where the sound compression drowns out music and stuff like that. It's a lot cleaner on that end. Just if you want to enjoy it that way. I know B talks about that. So anyway, B, that's for you. All right, what do you got? A little more video here?
This is the bad offense videos.
Ooh.
It's my last video. I'm sorry, everybody.
Why are we finishing on bad offense? Now I got to talk about something
because
good.
I showed some good stuff already. I showed Zach Tom. I showed the jet sweep motion. Now I'm showing the Aaron Rodgers and the Allen Lazard plays. Oops. Now, Allen Lazard did have a lot of good catches. Don't get me wrong. He had some good catches in this game.
Yep.
But here's a classic Allen Lazard where he just trips over his own feet and falls on his face. So here he is right here. Here he is right here on the play action pass. He should be in this hole to catch the pass. However, we're going to watch him. He's going to fall down right about here and just trip over his own feet. It's awesome. There he goes. And just falls down. And you're going to see from the other angle, the other guy does not trip him. He doesn't touch him with his feet. Actually, he actually grabs his hand warmer and rips it off of him because he's got his hand warmer on his back. Because I thought it was maybe his shoe that fell off. Maybe that's why he fell, but it's not that. It was his hand warmer. And the reason why we're going to know is because I'm going to point it out to you here. Okay, so you see right here, this green thing? That's his hand warmer. The defensive back up that hand warmer right about here and rip it off. And then Allen Lazard's going to fall down as soon as he rips it off. I don't know. I guess the difference in weight on his body caused him to just fall over. So that falls off right there, hits the ground. Allen Lazard just falls over. And Rodgers got to throw some dumb pass to Christian Watson, and it's not even close and stupid. And yeah. Now this
that play was designed for Lazard to be the guy, right?
I think so, but it looked to be like Rodgers was never even looking at him, which is kind of weird. But maybe he saw him fall down, or he knew he was going to fall down, or something. I don't know.
I mean, Watson was bracketed, and then DeGuara got hung up a little bit, and then he was covered by Sanborn, the Badger magnet. So I mean, that should have been Lazard's play, but he falls down. Okay.
So now we're going to look at this play. I don't know when it is, but we're just looking at. You got Allen Lazard here, Robert Tonyan. This is going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones on the outside. It's going to be like a little pitch. And if these two guys actually get a semblance of a block, this is a touchdown.
Hold on. You're telling me it's Lazard and Tonyan are the outside blockers here?
Yes.
On a play that the Packers think is going to be successful?
Apparently.
What in the... Do they watch film? Do they know they're... Okay, anyway.
Aaron Jones has the ball. There's no way this guy's going to get there. There's no way this guy's going to get there. This guy, Aaron Jones, could school him out of his shorts if he got there. All we need is Lazard to hold his block and Tonyan to maybe get in the way. And Aaron Jones could probably sneak right on through. Like this block should be... That's the other thing. Okay. This is obviously a running play. Okay? These guys, let's go back and watch. They do not even... Just watch Lazard and Tonyan on this. They have no... They're not running a route. They are initially... As soon as they come in motion, they get engaged in a block, or they look like they're going to be engaged in a block. Watch
Tonyan
Lazard.
Needs to go get him.
Look at Lazard. He's getting pushed backwards. He's getting pushed backwards. Why does he not pushing forward like Big Dog did on that play where knew he was going to get the pass later? Remember how he shoved that guy a couple yards? This should be a run block. Get on him and push. Push him backwards. Why is he's like dancing? And of course, Aaron Jones has got to break that tackle and get creamed by 50, because at that time 57 gets over there. But if Lazard is pushing forward and he gets the first down, so you're like, oh, it's a positive play. Yes. But that should have been a touchdown. I mean, look at what's in front of him.
And the other thing here, Ben.
Right, look at this. If he's got to push 2 yards down and this got to push 2 yards down, Aaron Jones just sneaks right around goes right
the other
there.
Thing here, you want to stay on the guy, but the other thing here, like Allen Lazard needs to make a decision, right? Because the running back reads the blocks. So you never want to be stalemating with a guy straight on. You want to turn your body so the guy has to run through you. So either you're going to shield him so your running back can go to the outside, or you're going to shield him more to the inside so your running back can go to the inside. But he stays straight up with him, which gives him the ability to just bounce off that block. So it's not that hard. This is like basic 101 blocking, like blocking in space. If you have a play like that's designed, like it's designed to either, okay, I'm going to shield them so I have leverage so my running back can go all the way to the sideline, get to the outside, or I'm going to shield him this way so I know that my running back can cut inside my block. It's that simple. And it was not executed well by either guy.
Well, Tonyan did a little better, but Lazard was terrible. Just terrible. So you saw Lazard fall down when he wasn't even touched, and Tonyan and Lazard both not block anybody. So they can both go on free agency. I don't want to see either of them back at all. No way. Okay. Now this is Rodgers, and there's a bunch of plays that Rodgers just not where the ball should go. Let's go back and see if I can see where that first down marker is. Oh, it doesn't really say where the first down marker is. I don't know where the first down marker is, but let's just take a look here. I believe you should go to Lazard on this play. Oh, this is 3rd and 1 or 4th down. No, 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Look at this.
What are we doing? We chucking it down.
Well, he's looking over here for I don't know why. But take a look here. Allen Lazard on the slant, wide open.
Yeah.
On 3rd and 1. But then Lazard decides to take it up this way for some unknown reason, and then Rodgers comes back, and he throws a freaking bomb to Allen Lazard for some unknown reason on 3rd and 1. This is after that play where A.J. Dillon fell down, and then nobody touched him, and then he got up and got a couple extra yards, and then they still said he was down. And then Rodgers was like all mad because they didn't challenge the play.
And you couldn't possibly hand it to him here on 3rd and 1? And
Well,
get
you
the first
could,
down?
but it's it's the Packers. 3rd and 1, we're going
1,
to
2,
pass.
3.
It's not
A
even like a
six-man
fake,
box right there. 6-man box. We couldn't just give it to Dylan and get the
Yeah.
first down there. Okay.
and not even a play fake or anything.
Right.
To make the defense come up and like maybe give yourself a little bit of chance to go up.
And
Yeah.
then we just want to, want to look for the flag there, and that's how we're going to get it. Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's
3rd
dumb.
and 1. Run the freaking ball to your horse back and let him get the first down, for crying out loud.
Now, look at this play. Now, Rodgers, I would assume, would know what the play is, right? Right?
I would hope so. Yeah. I mean,
Now, he has a whole big mess in front of him. He has only 2 receivers in this route. Christian Watson, who is obviously man covered and a guy right on him, and Allen Lazard, who's going to go across the field to the 20 like this. Okay?
mm-hmm.
Where would you throw the ball if you saw this?
Well, I'd throw it to Lazard because
I would throw it right here at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he's already got He's already got both those guys beat, and the safety's hanging back, kind of hedging his way between both the guys a little bit right now.
Right.
So, you can throw away from that safety. So,
and Rodgers is seeing this. He sees this right now, but he doesn't believe in it. He takes his eyes off of it. But I want you to watch Lazard. As soon as he gets to here, he puts his hand up like, "Dude, I'm open."
Yeah.
But at that point, Rodgers is already.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And now Rodgers is running around in the pocket like an idiot. And Christian Watson beats this guy. And then Rodgers throws it, and he's open. But he throws it way the fart out of bounds. Even though Christian Watson was wide-ass open. Let's go back and watch that. So, not only do we have a wide-open Allen Lazard here that he misses, then he runs, escapes the pocket. Christian Watson beats his guy on the scramble drill. Throw it right here at the 10-yard line. And Rodgers chucks it 5 yards out of bounds where nobody can get the ball. Really? 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 That's 2 fuck-ups on one play. I mean, how dumb is this guy? And watch his eyes on this. I know the stupid green is pissing me off, but that's just the way it was today on the.
That's because it's the Hulk green. You're angry.
What's he looking at? He's looking at that safety.
You won't like
his eyes.
Angry. Yeah.
He's looking at the safety. Lazard's coming across. Now, it'd be nice if Lazard was coming a little bit more, aggressive in his route instead of just kind of passive.
But he gets open.
He's looking right at Lazard right now. He's ready to throw it right now.
It's anticipating. He should be able to do it right there.
But he never throws the anticipation routes.
Yeah.
And he's off it. Now he's already off it, and he's back this way. And, of course, Christian Watson's not open, and he didn't look over there to know that Christian Watson wasn't open. Now he runs around like an idiot. And he throws, of course, in the air off his back foot.
And his arms are up.
And the ball sails, even though, obviously, Watson was wide open. But it's nothing new. This is the Aaron Rodgers we all know. If that was Jordan Love, he would have threw to Allen Lazard for a freaking first down, possibly even a touchdown on that play. But it's Aaron Rodgers, so it's an incomplete pass because the guy runs around like a dumbass because he didn't see anything.
Hang on. Lazard probably would have fell down and got tripped himself up before the touchdown. But
now on this play,
would have been a completed pass.
There is a little bit of pressure in his face to get the ball away. It's a shame because if you look here, there's a nice pocket for Allen Lazard or Randall Cobb coming across this way.
I mean, he could shift out a little left there too. It's not that hard.
But he throws a wounded duck out of bounds to Christian Watson, and that wasn't that good. But there was pressure in his face right here. I think Zach Tom actually made, I think it's is that Taylor's in there at running back? No, it's Zach Tom. Zach Tom got beat on the spin move.
Ooh,
that was one bad Zach Tom play.
Dang. That's a wicked move to handle, though. That's tough.
But it happens.
Yep. Watcher says that's one of the problems with A-Rod in the pocket. Too long and hesitant sometimes. Yeah, 100%. Ben showed a bunch of plays where if he throws the ball in time and is doesn't come off his guy, he's got a guy open, but he just won't throw it.
Oh my God, I forgot about this play.
What's that? What the hell is this?
Well, it's kind of a weird play. So they got Christian Watson.
What is this? Third down?
I think it's second. Christian Watson is gonna do, but it might be third because they go for this is the one where they go for it on fourth down.
Oh, okay.
I think Christian Watson to do like corner out, deep corner out like this.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's going like this. You got the running back coming out here. This guy's sneaking over here. Nobody's open. It doesn't work.
It looks like a Rodgers play, I think.
Right here. First down marker is the 29.
Yeah, let's get the first down.
This is where the ball should be thrown based on the coverage. These guys are all looking inside. This guy's open. Now, is he looking there? I don't know. But obviously this guy's running into coverage.
Mm-hmm.
He's running into coverage, and there's a safety. So this defense is bracketing these two guys. Your only option is to go here. And if you know the route combinations, you would know this is where you should throw the ball. But, our 18-year veteran does not know that. And instead, he chucks it to Randall Cobb way the fart over here, and he can't get it.
Oh, yeah, that was another one where I was like, yeah, let's chuck it deep to Randall Cobb when we want to get the first down. Yeah, it's...
Even though I just showed you, the guy was open. I don't know who it was. Over on the comeback, there's just a turnaround route. It wasn't a first down, but it was dang close to first down. The guy could have caught it and just fell backwards and got a first down. And if you read the defense, you'll know where things are.
Well, you said how Rodgers always goes by his pre-snap read, and then when they do it something different than what he thought it was, then he's always screwed up.
Well, should we see what the pre-snap read should say? Let's see. Let's take a look.
All right, what's the pre-snap read here? What does he think it is based on his pre-snap? Because we got to run that clock down. Did everybody else really love that too? Clock running down every time again? That's so great.
I would say based on the pre-snap read, I bet you he thinks this is man.
Right.
Because look here, right on top of him, right on top. And they're shaded to the outside. Usually if you're shaded to the outside, usually if you're shaded to the outside, it's not man. If you're shaded to the inside, it's man. Because you want to force your guy to the outside. Use the sidelines as your... So he should realize this is zone just from that. The fact that they're shaded. Both defensive backs are shaded to the outside of the receiver. So even though it looks like man, because they're shaded to the outside, it should be zone.
Yeah, and they don't have like a D-back on Watson on the inside there. It's like the linebacker kind of in the vicinity, so you think it's zone. Now the safety part is the thing he doesn't know because that safety is sneaking back late now. He was up.
Right. But he's going to drop. He's going to drop. He's going to drop. But he should read that zone just based on the fact that there's three receivers here and your linebacker is here. That should tell him it's zone. Because there's a corner covering your tight end. Because that's Tunyon over here. So he should know this is zone right away. It's actually man on the bottom and zone on the other side. Oh, they tricked him pretty good.
Yeah. Well.
They tricked Mr. 18-year vet pretty good on that play. Let me tell you, the 49ers did that a lot in the playoff game last year. Where they lined up in man and switched to zone, lined up in zone, switched to man. But this was obviously zone because of where, like you said, you got a linebacker lined up over here. You got a D-back and a linebacker lined up with a tight end and a running back. So it's obvious it's zone. But his eyes are looking. What is he looking at? Well, he never even looks over to the comeback route on the outside.
It's going to his buddy Randy.
That's his outlet pass.
Right.
That's his check down pass is to the either. I don't know. Now here's another play where he freaking doesn't read the defense. Right here.
This is why I don't understand why people are afraid of him not being the quarterback for the Packers.
This is the first down marker right here. The ball should be thrown here. Where do you think he throws it? He's already throwing it this way. Where do you think he's throwing the ball? Do you think he's throwing it right here for the first down?
I would.
That's where he's looking, by the way. He's looking at this mess. He's looking at this mess right here with two defenders, and you got this guy going deep, and you got this guy on the slant. Which one do you think he throws to?
Not the guy that's open?
Yep. He throws to the end zone instead of to the first down. Even though there is nobody here, the two defenders are running into each other. This play is designed to go here for the first down. That's where it's designed to go. And he still has the ball, and he's throwing it right now, and he's throwing it deep.
Randall Cobb again, right? Is that Randall Cobb?
No, that's Christian Watson that time.
Oh, Christian. No, I think it's Randall Cobb.
It is Randall Cobb. It is
Wait,
Randall Cobb.
This game, it was driving me totally bonkers. I'm like, we're going for Randall Cobb over the top all the time. 5'8", but Randall Cobb. Let's try to hit him over the top. Great.
And now I want you to watch the guy who does is Lazard. Watch Lazard's demeanor after he watches this pass go sail over his head.
After he knows he's wide open.
Watch Lazard. Watch Lazard. Just watch Lazard. Look at him. Watch him. He's just like, why do I even try? Like, what are these guys going to say? What are these guys going to be out in public and be? Maybe when he's not a Packer next year, he'll come out and say, you know, there's so many times where I'm wide ass open, but the quarterback is so freaking stupid. I mean, but now he has to say, oh, with Rodgers, I mean, we always got a chance.
When
it's a beautiful pass.
When you showed the replay of that like exchange right there, right? Because it's a pick play, right? The deep guy is designed to run his guy into the other guy, and then that guy can cut inside for the easy first down. Easy first down. Easy wide open throw. So that should never be your choice right there.
And this is the series at the end of the game when they kicked the field goal.
Okay.
You know, this is when this is before they did, they got up by 2 points or whatever the hell it was. Or
we were running the crap out of the ball to get down here. And
right. And then they pass. That's why I showed this pass once they got into the red zone.
That's right.
Because that's what he does. Everybody's like, Aaron Rodgers leads the NFC in touchdown passes. Well, that's because they ran the ball all the way between the 20s to get down there. And then once they get inside the 20, they pass. All right, let's see what happens in this play. I know it's stupid again. Oh, no, it's Aaron Jones. They finally run it. But of course, oh, my God.
Look at
this. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys just standing around and 4 freaking Bears just smack Aaron Jones. Holy Nike. So that's terrible. Let's watch how bad this is.
And look how far away those defenders are right now.
I know. I don't know how they all got back there so fast.
What is going on with these guys? Is this a stupid zone read play? Oh, no.
Wow.
Runyon just whipped on his guy.
He swib moved Runyon, and Yash couldn't even hang on to him.
Well, yeah, because
this guy
is inside.
And this guy jukes Myers, the double team of Myers and Jenkins.
Oof.
Holy crap. These two defensive linemen destroyed him. Wow.
Zach Tom's doing okay.
Yeah, he's the only guy doing okay. And then watch Josh Myers get up here. And watch how nobody helps him up, by the way.
Poor 20-some-year-old Myers. He looks so old. Oh, man. People are saying that was a panic throw by Rodgers. Some of these throws are panic throws by him. He doesn't know what else to do, Ben.
All right, let's watch Myers here. Let's watch him. I think this one goes longer.
I'll take a look.
Just looking right here.
He's like, guys.
Okay.
Oh, man. Can help me up.
All right, now it's third down.
Third down, because we threw
it on first down to the end zone.
Right,
then we ran Aaron Jones.
Randall Cobb trying to hit him over the top.
Now it's third down. And I don't see a lot open here. I would say maybe Christian Watson if he's coming.
This doesn't look like a play where anybody's trying to compliment each other again. This is a Rodgers play, not a LaFleur play. Okay, I got it.
No, Samori Toure, if he does the slant. Is that what he's doing? Samori Toure on the slant? That's a good play.
I don't know.
Christian Watson going to the outside and Lazard going over here. Is that what it is?
This is one of the marriage plays of the Rodgers and LaFleur system. Yeah, Toure is just running kind of an angle route there. It wasn't really much of a slant.
He got off the ball late too, way late.
He didn't do much of a move. He was just kind of like, I'm just running at this angle. I'm not really doing much of a move here. But he had 2 guys on him, so what? I mean,
this is the touchdown. Oh, okay. This isn't at the end of the game. This is the touchdown. The Christian Watson, the only guy. Yeah, this play was terrible, and then Watson made it work because he's the only guy that could get open. He got open. Yeah. So he bailed them out after a bunch of dumb plays,
and he was wide ass open on the play. And Rodgers made it a little tighter than it had to be right there.
Listen, am I picky on things? Yes, but I mean, and this ball, and watch how terrible this pass is.
I know. It made it really tight. Watson had a bunch of space on there.
Throw it over here. He's going to be able to get it. Come on. This guy almost broke the pass up.
Yeah. Good thing Watson has strong hands.
He's got great hands lately. He hasn't dropped a thing. He didn't drop any balls that game.
Christian Watson catching the ball. Watch out.
I don't know. There's just a couple plays where Rodgers made me want to punch somebody in the face. And,
Christian Watson, you said it. If Christian Watson could catch the ball, watch out.
I said it after they drafted him. Didn't I? You remember? Go back and watch it.
I know.
I said this is a Randy Moss type guy. He could be a Randy Moss type player,
except better because he's stronger
and he can block. I want to find that.
Yeah,
find that clip and play it. I said it.
I know
when they drafted him.
I know.
God dang it!
You said he had really bad. He had like very suspect hands though, and that was the one thing. And then he drops the first pass of the season. Everybody's like, "Oh, he's terrible, so you can't catch it." And then the injuries and all this stuff. And now he's rookie of the month. He
might be offensive rookie of the year if he keeps this up.
Yep, he might be something else too. We'll talk about that on Friday. And he's the key to the Packers offense.
I also said Kingsley Enagbare.
You did, yeah.
Is a technician in the pass rush. He just doesn't have the RAS score that Goody usually likes. But I wanted him, and when they drafted him, I was super pumped.
He's a football player. They took a football player instead of a RAS guy.
And I was pumped about Devontae Wyatt, and then they never play him all year, so I don't know what's up with that.
And then who else? Oh, you also said you thought Zach Tom was pretty good.
I didn't know anything about Zach Tom.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I don't know anything about him.
I thought you did. I thought you were kind of thinking.
I thought Sean Ryan would be a good guard. I was like, I hope they don't play him at tackle. I'd rather see him at guard. And I don't think they're going to play him.
Nope. He might be cut. Oh man, rough.
I don't know.
Watch your set. Wait. Let's go through some stuff here. That's why Rodgers needs to communicate with those wide receivers, tell him what to do in given situations. Well, yeah, okay. How to read his mind reading. Myers looks worse than I do when I get up, says Mom. Holy cow.
Whoa.
Dobbs, Watson, and Toure going to be awesome. Yeah, whole rookie,
I don't know about Toure.
A lot of this rookie class is really making an impact, and that's something we can't say about many Packers rookie classes. As you guys shared the tape, 12's follow through looks different is all. Yeah, well, he's not. I mean, Jonathan, we've been talking about his terrible mechanics for a while now, and that's one of the reasons why the balls are underthrown, why balls are not placed where. I mean, he used to be able to place the ball wherever he wanted, but he used to throw it differently. He used to step into throws. He used to use the proper mechanics. And a few years ago, he got away from that, and then people questioned him about it, and he was like, "I know what I'm doing. I know how to do. I know." Blah, 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 blah.
In 2020, he went back and used better mechanics
a little bit
because he said he watched himself after. He said he had before the season started. He's like, "Oh, I watched the tape," and everybody's like, "What did you watch on tape?" Ooh, and then he made the big thing, and then at the end, he's like, "Oh, I just watched, make sure I did mechanics." Dumbass.
Anyways, I noticed a little something. Did you really? Was it before
the fact
or
that
after?
you can't throw? You throw the ball and your freaking both your feet are in the air like a dumbass. And you wonder why it freaking misses.
Now, granted, I think some of that came after the 2018 injury to his knee, but it's still I
don't know.
You got to play. I mean, you can't get away with it all the time. You can do it once in a while. Make some wild play. But you got to use the proper mechanics most of the time if you want to throw the ball where you want to throw it. And he hasn't been doing that for years. Except for, I guess, 2 years ago, he was better at it, but he still got away with some stuff. All right. Love lets the ball go at the top of his drop most times. That's also true, David. That's what we talked about last week. And what Matt LaFleur talked about, playing on time, on rhythm,
good mechanics, all things mechanics. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do. Wow.
So, Matt LaFleur, I think, wants to make the change too. But although Mom said that this week, he was like, well, I hope Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers back. Oh, my God. We totally need him. Well, you don't need him back. I still don't understand the people that are like, that believe this team can make the playoffs somehow. And I'm like, this guy that was your quarterback just lost 7 out of the last 9 games.
If he steps aside,
you think he's going to win the next 4?
Back, it's not. If he doesn't, if they can win. If he takes a back seat, if he doesn't,
the defense is pretty bad. I don't think they can handle it. They need him to not take a back seat. They need him to run the offense. They need him to take the easy pass.
Well,
instead of trying to run around and make a big hero ball throw downfield when guys aren't even open and waste the freaking down.
Right.
And then that also wastes and that puts you in a long down the distance because you're stupid.
All zeros
happens all the time.
There you go, Zero. How you doing? Replace Devontae Adams with Tyreek Hill 2.0. Even better than Tyreek Hill.
He's not as shifty
bigger.
as Tyreek Hill.
No, but he's fast and stronger, and he can break tackles.
Yeah, he's more. I don't know what he is. He's
Step
different.
2, Eagles beat the Giants. Yes.
He doesn't look that fast. Yeah, Watcher's right, Chase.
Defense isn't good enough. Oh, come on, man!
I just showed you what earlier in the day on this video. It's not the fact we have Devondre Campbell out there. What does he do?
But now we also have Rudy Ford, and we also have Keyshawn Nixon. And
I showed you on consecutive plays. I showed you Rasul Douglas get a negative 2 yards pass tackle on a screen pass to wide receiver. The very next play, I watched how the secondary had good coverage, the defense had good pass rush, and Quay Walker beat Fields to the sideline and got him out of bounds for a 2-yard gain, which made it 3rd and 10. And then you watch Devondre Campbell not pick up the tight end, let him get wide ass open, and they gain 24 yards. What the fart do you think's going to happen? For every good play they make, or even 2 good plays they make, there's another dumb boneheaded play that costs them twice as much yards as they would have given up anyway. And it happens consistently. You'll see Rudy Ford unless they get a turnover, it doesn't matter. That's their only chance. They need to get turnovers because for every good play they have, another dumbass comes in, does something stupid, and blows their coverage, or misses a tackle, or gets in the wrong gap, or doesn't know where he is, or goes out like Amos on that play where he runs all the way to the outside of the freaking tackle for some unknown reason, but there's nobody even there. I mean, stuff like that. And if that keeps happening, they have no chance unless they keep getting picks and fumbles and stuff like that, which they've been getting in the last couple of games, and they win. Against Dallas, they got a couple of picks. Against this team, against the Bears, 2 picks and a fumble. Because Rasul Douglas caused a fumble, right?
Yep. After he got beat on a play, the next play,
and he was pissed, and then he went and smacked the piss out of that guy, got the ball. Yep. I know, I saw it, I watched it. I have the video I was going to play, and I was like, I don't have to play it.
And Jair got beat, and he was just like, I got beat, whatever. I'll make a play later. It's fine. Let's see. We got. I hope everyone else also noticed the difference between Chris Barnes being out there versus Devondre Campbell being out there. I would have much rather
Chris
had
Barnes
Chris
is better.
Barnes. Yeah,
I think McDuffie is better. McDuffie's better.
I know.
He's not as good in coverage, but you know what? He attacks and he's good in the run, even though he's way smaller.
He's small, yeah,
and slower. He's smaller and slower than Devondre Campbell, yet he's better in like almost every aspect of the game. Yeah, and I don't know what happened. I don't know and even Devondre Campbell last year, he had a lot of tackles, right?
Yeah.
He had 1 interception that was thrown to him by Jared Goff, I think, in a game. But otherwise, he didn't really make plays on the ball. He just was kind of run sideline to sideline and made a bunch of tackles when they played a bunch of corners and stuff. And he was the only guy out there, right? They had Shannon Sullivan out there, and they had a bunch of guys, that were not tackle guys. And he would just roam sideline to sideline, and he was free to do whatever and make all the tackles. And that's how he got all the numbers. But he wasn't great. If you go back and watch the film, it wasn't like he was making plays.
Yeah.
He wasn't causing fumbles. He wasn't getting picks.
Yeah. Not a physical tackler either. So a lot of those tackles were downfield or after the guy gained some yards already and stuff like that. It's not like they were impactful tackles. They were just tackles.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan either. It was way too much money, and I know they were desperate because we went so long with not having a faster linebacker. But then you drafted one. Then they did what they do. They signed a guy, and then they drafted a guy. Oh, God. And Chris Barnes, I like him. I don't care if he's undrafted and he's undersized. He plays pretty tough, and he actually attacks. So it's good that he attacks because he's slow, but he attacks, so it makes him seem faster because even though he's not physically as fast as Devondre Campbell, he anticipates and charges plays quicker, so he gets there faster. And that's all I care about. I don't give a crap how fast you can run in a 40-yard dash. I care how your game speed is, and part of the game speed is recognition and what you do when you recognize a play. Do you stand there and wait for the guy to go somewhere and then make your move and then you're behind him? Or do you attack and try to tackle him and make him react to you? That's what you should do on defense.
Okay. Wait a second.
What's going on? What I got here?
Zero.
What is Zero saying?
Are you insane?
Zero's not insane. He's smart.
He is insane.
What does he say now? People say that
he says if Danger Russ and A-Rod swap teams, both teams would look amazing. Are you joking me? I wouldn't trade Aaron. I hate Aaron Rodgers. But if Russell Wilson was a Packer, I would disown all my Packer memorabilia. I would burn it all to the ground, and I would never be a Packer fan again.
What? Never again? Just for
Never
one
again.
year, Russ? Russ?
For 1 second of Russ, I would, because he would touch the green and gold and ruin it forever. No way would I want that guy. That is either the craziest thing you ever said, or pardon me, the dumbest thing you've ever said. Zero. I'm sorry. You make me sad when you say stuff like that. Danger Russ sucks, and A-Rod is a ding dong. The difference is this: A-Rod could be perfect if he would just run the damn offense, but he wants to be a superhero. That's his problem. Russell Wilson doesn't know. He doesn't read the defense because he's too afraid of the pass rush. That's his biggest problem. He can't see over the offensive line, so he's always looking for the pass rush. He needs to get out of the pocket. Every single play for Russell Wilson should be a rollout. Every play. Everyone. He should be under center with a handoff to the running back or fake handoff or rollout so he can get the pocket moving and see downfield. Every play should be that way because when he's in the pocket, he can't see jack squat. Period.
Yep.
They nerfed Campbell. They didn't nerf Campbell. He
don't
nerfed
know.
himself.
He was always a nerf, I think. Jonathan says, I trade Rodgers for the Seattle GM. Hey, Seattle. Did you ever expect Seattle to be
their
doing
draft this year? Holy, it's better than the Packers
holy
even.
moly, man.
Dude.
Geno Smith, come on. You just pick up a guy who kicked around forever and ever, and he's playing better than the guy you used to have and paid a bunch of money to. Damn.
Well, they're not perfect, but Seattle has a pretty good team.
Quarterback was a pain in the ass. Give him credit for that, right?
I know. I feel bad for Denver fans.
I do too, but look,
they don't deserve this.
No, they don't.
Also feel bad for Nathaniel Hackett. That poor guy is.
I know he's a nice guy, positive
fed
guy.
To the Wolves, yeah. He'll be a Packer offensive consultant next year.
Yeah,
he'll be back with the Packers because no one's going to want him after this. They're gonna not touch him with a 10-foot pole team.
You want case in point? Let's do a case in point here, my friend. Before we go, to all of the people who are so worried that, oh my God, when we you're just going to be so sad, or so you're going to really feel sorry when Aaron Rodgers is gone. Then what are we going to do if we didn't have him, Ben?
Smile a lot more.
The Seattle Seahawks had we're in a similar position. This all-star, Pro Bowl, prima donna quarterback who was causing problems and doing whatever he wanted and all this sort of crap. And they got rid of him. And how are they doing? And they picked up Geno Smith, just some guy. Who cares?
Well, they had him last year. They had him on. He was a backup last year.
Whatever. I mean, they just put him in there. He was the guy that nobody wanted. Nobody wanted him. He's been bounced around to how many teams? And they're doing just fine, guys. Because you don't have to win football games by having a star quarterback. I don't care how much this has been fed to us as fans. Got to have that star quarterback. If without the quarterback, you can't do anything. Bull crap. Really? Then how did Trent Dilfer win a Super Bowl? How did some of these other Brad Johnson win a Super Bowl? How did Joe Flacco win a Super Bowl? How did some of these guys win Super Bowls? Peyton Manning, when he won a Super Bowl, was he any good? Hell no. Not the last one anyway.
No.
So it can just be different.
That was the Super Bowl where Cam Newton saw the ball on the ground and didn't go after it in the Super Bowl. Remember that? When there was the fumble and he looked at it and he just stood there instead of jumping in there to get the ball.
Man, that's so disappointing that I fumbled there. Maybe he was in disbelief. Maybe it was throwing a pick for Favre.
Zero, you've said this before. Why don't NFL teams treat their quarterbacks like Major League Baseball clubs treat their pitchers? What does that mean? I don't understand. What are you getting at? How do Major League Baseball teams treat their pitchers?
They trade him a lot, I guess. I think maybe that's what he's getting at.
Yeah, but you don't have just one pitcher who pitches every game. You have 5. And then you have a whole dugout of intermediate guys who pitch the, middle innings. And then you have your closer guy or 2 or whatever, your setup guy to the closer guy. And, especially with the Brewers.
Oh, I get it. He's talking about give him some relief. Have A-Rod start the game and have Love finish the game.
Oh, that would never, no.
Let's
have Love start the game and Love finish the game. That's what I want to see. That would be much better.
The other big thing that they're bringing up is all the cap stuff and all the big money. So there's a lot of stuff for the Packers to figure out once we get to the offseason, but we're not there yet. I still got 7th seed chance at the 7th seed if they can somehow beat the Lions in the final game. And wouldn't that be just the worst? Wouldn't that just be the worst if the Packers got back in this thing, the Giants lost, these other teams lost, still hope alive, we get down to the last week, and then the Packers fall in their face and don't get it done? Who would the fan base be pissed?
I'll say this. I think based on Goody's comments and LaFleur's comments this week, it doesn't matter if they're eliminated from the playoffs or not. Aaron Rodgers will play every game until the end of the year.
They want him to earn that money.
Well, I don't know. But I
don't know.
They said, Goody, they asked Goody about Love's 5th-year option and if they need to see Love more. And he's like, no, I know what we got and we know what we want. And they're going to, and like I said before, they're going to totally pick up his 5th-year option and he's going to be a Packer for 5 years, no matter whether he likes it or not. And hopefully Rodgers will be gone next year, but probably won't. And then the year after that, they will force him out. And then Love will be the starter in his 5th year in 2024, which is stupid because he should have been started already now. And there you go. But so it doesn't matter if Love gets any playing time now or not, because the only reason why they would play him is that they thought they were going to trade him so that they could show him off to other teams that might need him to maybe get something for him. And the fact that they don't want to do that means that they're totally fine with keeping him. And that's what they're going to do. So his 5th-year option will be picked up. He will be on the team next year. He'll be on the team in 2024. And he'll be the starter in 2024. And they will force Rodgers out at that point, if not before that, hopefully.
Zero thinks somebody will want him. I still don't think anybody's going to want him.
Rodgers isn't going to go to any team but San Francisco.
Nobody wants him. And Kyle Shanahan doesn't want to deal with him. Nobody wants him.
No.
Nobody wants to deal with his headache, his pain in the ass.
After all this crap, I wouldn't want to deal with it.
Hell no. Kyle Shanahan doesn't mess around, man. He'll play with whoever. Look, he doesn't care who the quarterback is. He'll make up easy plays for him no matter who the guy is, and they'll win.
Holy cow. Look at Zero. He doesn't even understand basic English. Dude, come on, Zero.
What do we got? Foolish to not play Love and rookies. If we are officially eliminated, well, the Packers are foolish then because they're not going to do it. They're going to play all the guys.
Zero. I love you, man, or lady, whoever you are. I know you're probably a guy. You're killing me, though. You're killing me. There's no G or B in playoffs.
I'm with you, Zero. The Packers are going to make it. They're going to make it this year. They're not going to do much more than knock the Vikings out. But after they knock the Vikings out and then get crushed in the next round, at least they'll have done that, and the season will be worth it. So that's what I'm holding out hope for. Packers make it in a 7th seed, play the Vikings, knock them out of the playoffs, make all the people in Minnesota cry one more time, and then get trounced by the Eagles, and then they're out. It'd still be a good season then. To me.
I don't know. All I know is we got a bye week, so we got time to sit around and do nothing. That's great.
Yeah. Well, we'll get in next week. Going to bring an old favorite back for a show format. We'll talk more about that on Friday night.
Okay, good. I'm yawning. I got to go to bed.
I got to go to bed. Got to work 5 a.m. I got to work sometime. See you guys later. Be good. Stay good. And,
go Pack. Go. We beat the Bears. I'll say Bears. That. I'm happy about that.
Most wins of any NFL franchise
ever.
Yes.
Those are good things. Yes, I'm happy about that.
They are good things. And they made plays when they had to, and they ran the ball when they had to. And hopefully they do more of that stuff. So Peace out, guys. Stay good. Be good. All right. Take care of yourselves. And remember to always, always, always watch the Pack. See you later.
Tell me why, black unicorn, you're still high.